And welcome back to episode 157 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malcolm Still Living on a Prayer King.
Hey, baby, we ain't living on a prayer. We only got one loss this season. We rolling.
I'm talking about that Nick Foles jersey. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, it ain't a prayer, baby. It ain't a prayer when you got the statue solidified outside the stadium for life.
Man, listen. Walking away, like we said.
All right.
Okay, we good. Audio good. We A1. Not shit. How you feeling?
Man, I can't listen. Can't complain. How you feeling with everything that took place this past week? Where are we starting off at? What you want to dive into? The recap of some games or something?
Yeah, definitely into the recap. I mean, we can jump into it. Let's talk about your Eagles since you rocking the jersey.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, smashed them Titans, boy. Hey, smashed them so bad that the GM got fired right afterwards.
Is that right?
Yep. The same motherfucker that got rid of AJ Brown, they gave him the boot.
Listen, I can see why that motherfucker AJ Brown. He had 9 receptions, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 40-yard long.
And it should have been 3, but they called one out of bounds or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was out of bounds. Was it a penalty?
It was something. They called it back for some reason. I don't remember what the reason was, but yeah, he went off that. It was really his revenge game. He said he had it circled on the calendar as he should. Run game was good, as you know, superb. Run game was pretty well. What, Jalen Hurts threw for 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, 74.7.
Defense shut down Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, who that game?
Yeah, he didn't get nothing off.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I like how lately we've been rising to the occasion. You know what I mean? Defense been stepping up and stuff as well as the offense. So
Derrick Henry's kind of in a fucked up situation though, because usually it's your run game that complements your passing game. But in Tennessee's situation, it's the passing game that complements the run game. If Derrick Henry's not going off, they usually don't win.
Right. We shut him down. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. I feel like if you gonna run your offense like that, then you at least, like Mike said, you gotta run by committee. You gotta have multiple running backs that can do that. You can't just rely on Derrick Henry and Derrick Henry only.
Right. No, you can't. You gotta be versatile. You can't just be. It's not one man, one team. You gotta have options.
And that's why he usually gets hurt one time a season.
Mm-hmm.
He's usually out for a couple weeks, one good time a season, because motherfuckers think just because you big old Derrick Henry, you can just run the ball constantly.
Right. Remember, that reminds me, Cliff, remember Brandon Jacobs for the Giants back in the day?
Uh-huh.
You know, it was like a tank, like a Derrick Henry. But he was getting, injured after too much using and abuse, too much abuse.
Right.
That body can only hold up so much. I don't care how big and strong you are,
Yeah, I say it till I'm blue in the face. If you got a single run offense, like a single running back offense, that man deserves double. He deserves double. We already know the running back position doesn't last long in the NFL. And then if you're going to run him the way you running him, he deserves more.
Pay that man.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of like Lamar. Or, I mean, even Jalen Hurts sometimes. You got them running a lot. You got these guys running a lot.
That's a different situation, though, right? Because it's like they don't bring you on to the team because you can run.
True.
Like, don't get me wrong, that attribute definitely adds value.
Right.
But you're brought on as quarterback because you can do other things. You can throw the ball. You can, read defenses. You're good with a playbook. All those things matter, right? So it's like when you have a running quarterback, I don't so much know that I'm paying you more from a GM perspective. I'm thinking like you're running at your own risk. You know what I mean? Like, unless I design run plays for you, you're running at your own risk. I'm not asking you to do that.
So maybe that's what Baltimore told Lamar.
Nah, because Baltimore hasn't been the best with this offensive line. They haven't provided enough wide receiver talent for him to really show off what he's capable of doing. So it's like in his situation, and then you don't have any running backs.
Right.
Like, they're always hurt. Like, whether it's Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, it doesn't matter. They're always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to be the one to carry the load, which is a bit different from a Jalen Hurts, because you don't need that. You got a nice committee of running backs, even though they're not, top tier. You got a nice committee of them. You don't have to be the guy doing this. Same with Josh Allen. You don't have to be the guy doing this. You're choosing to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying for that.
Right. That's by choice.
Yeah, you might get a little extra on your contract, but I'm not. It's not like how I say Derrick Henry shit should be damn near doubled, because he has to do that. He has no choice.
Right.
And everybody knows how dangerous it is once you cross that line. That's why when you see quarterbacks do it, they hit that slide quick. They're hitting the slide button quick.
Hurts hits the plan.
Yeah, Hurts and Allen. Hurts hits the plan. Allen hits that motherfucking triangle, that hurdle button. I don't know what he be thinking.
Right. Did you see how Patrick Mahomes tried to jump over this? Well, he did end up doing it, but it was dangerous. He dove over Cincinnati's defense for like a rushing touchdown when they played Cincy.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that shit could have fucked him up. I was surprised that he took that kind of risk.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, like you said, though, I'm only paying you to, so I definitely get that. But yeah, that Eagles game, it didn't surprise me. I knew they would beat them. I think a few you picked against my Eagles, I thought. I might be wrong.
I didn't pick against them. I picked the Eagles by 3, though.
Yeah, I thought it'd be not a lot closer. I thought it'd be closer than the score had.
Yeah, you had 7.
I had 7, yeah, because I wasn't sure. But yeah, it was, I think, 25-10 or
35-10.
35, right, yeah.
35-10.
Them boys out the water.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten up. Hey, what they say? Tighten up.
Listen, speaking of, I think you've actually won the pick'ems the past 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row, baby.
Yeah, because you got that last one.
So,
yeah.
Anybody that's doing sports betting as of January 1st, holler at me.
And you know what? You may be on to something, right? Because, let me see. 1.
But you're going to want to follow my picks in about a couple weeks.
Not at all, chump. Nah, but you have gotten... where is...
They going to think that it's rigged.
You have gotten one spread each week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have gotten at least one spread each week. Well, I can't say at least, because that would indicate one of the weeks that you had more than one and you didn't, but...
The past 3 weeks, I thought I had a spread.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. Well, call me the new Adam Schefter then.
You ain't shit.
Reporting live, baby. Reporting live.
You really just getting lucky.
Man, you can't get lucky 3 weeks in a row.
Nah, you really just getting lucky because I've been going underdog heavy.
Well, you got to know the game, baby.
I've been going underdog heavy. I picked the Chargers over the Raiders, the Jets over the Vikings, and I picked the Pats over the Bills.
See? Right. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you picked the Pats over the Bills.
I thought that their defense could pull it out because they banged up, like we talked about, but their defense didn't really show up like they have throughout the season.
Yeah, the Pats are just definitely the bottom of the barrel in that division. I hate to say it. Which CT?
Yeah, currently, and that's crazy to think that they would be below the Jets.
Hey, any coincidences with Brady's struggles and Belichick's struggles this season, or is it just ironic or what?
Nah, that's a good question. I do think that's a very good question, but I don't think it's coincidental at all. I think we can't give Belichick an excuse, right? Because I know the first 2 seasons I said I'm not quite convinced that Belichick, was the lesser of the him and Brady group, just because of everything that happened with the Patriots going through that time. You had COVID, you brought Cam Newton in at quarterback, you were scrambling to get more players, you got more players, they started meshing the following year, you made it to the playoffs, and then this year, who'd have thought the Jets would have came out the draft with players that have made a difference like that, and then they made moves on top of that put them.
They've been balling.
Yeah.
Lost some games, but they've been balling for the most part.
They got their right now. That's the toughest division.
Mm.
That's the toughest division in football. I know on paper statistically you can say the NFC East, but that's the toughest division in football.
I'll say it's only the toughest because our bottom team is the Commanders. And our bottom team is not as good as their bottom team as the Patriots.
Well, see, I wasn't even thinking like that. I'm thinking more so from along the lines of AFC Championship games. The leader or the number 2 in the NFC or the AFC. That's the East too, isn't it?
What?
That's the AFC East.
What do you mean?
The New York Patriots. That's the AFC East.
AFC East. Mm-hmm. And we're the NFC East. Yeah.
So when you think your number 2 spot in the AFC East has been in the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row, and they're number 2, and then the historically awful team in that bracket or division being the Jets is now the number 3 with Bill Belichick's Patriots at the number 4. I think that alone tells me it's the toughest division in the NFL.
Well, wait. Last year's AFC Championship, I thought it was the Bengals versus the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, it was the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it was the Bills that blew it.
And again, I'm not knocking the Bills.
You are right.
But like we talked about off the show, Buffalo got to show me something. They got to show me. They have shown me something, but they've got to really put on some more consistency.
Well,
y'all didn't wipe the Patriots. They didn't annihilate the Patriots like I thought they beat them.
They won by 14.
Right.
No, they won by 14.
Right. A lot closer than I thought. And you know what? They did. Let me see. I don't think the Bills scored in the second half. I remember that score being the score for a long, long time in that game.
I think you are right.
So there's some concerns that I have about. Now, to answer your question or to go back to your point, I still think either way, yes, AFC East got it as far as the toughest division goes. But yeah, New England, man. Buffalo. I'm looking here at the breakdown of the stats. They're not giving me the.
And for the shower heads, that was the 24-10 victory. I know we didn't say the score. That was Bills 24, Pats 10 on that.
So neither team scored a point in the third quarter, and then Buffalo only put up 7 points in the fourth, and New England only put up 3. So that second half, Cliff, Buffalo again only put up 7 points in 2 quarters.
So it was 17.
So
17-7 at the half.
17-7 at the half, New England, and going in the second half, New England only put up 7. Patriots only put up 3, 24-10.
I don't know why I didn't think that.
So that's concerning to me, bro. Y'all only put up 7 points in 2 quarters. You think that's gonna work in the playoffs?
Well, see, the bottom line is like we talk about all the time. I feel like regular season play and playoff game play are 2 different things. Now, regardless of the fact, you still got Buffalo, who's used to going late into the playoffs.
But in my opinion, Cliff, and this late in the season, any playoff team should be in damn near playoff form. Like, I feel like Philly is in playoff form. I feel like the playoffs started tomorrow.
They are, but you're saying that because that's your team. But when you think about a longer season, a 17-game season, 18-week season, The only way that a playoff team is going to be in playoff form is if they're injury free. And there's not many teams that are.
Yeah. I mean, we got some injuries too, Cliff. I mean, Dallas Goedert ain't been in. We've had our third string balling at tight end, catch and play.
Right.
Now,
but multiple injuries are different. And then that tight end spot can either be used or hidden.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson, our safety, he went out for the season.
Gardner-Johnson is a loss. That's a loss.
Jordan Davis.
That's equal to the Micah Hyde loss on Buffalo.
And Jordan Davis.
I don't know if it's quite equal, but it's close to.
Right. Jordan Davis just came back, Cliff, the rookie nose guard that's been plugging up the front line on defense. He just came back from injury for a couple weeks or so. So, I mean, yeah, we haven't had a lot, but we've had a few here and there, nothing crazy. And
then the good thing about it is y'all's injuries they're not like positional to affect your swing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether Josh Allen chooses to sit out or play, injury's still injury. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you can very clearly see, even last week, Josh Allen is not Josh Allen we saw the first couple weeks of the season.
Yep, like Mike
Something's
said.
bothering him, whether it be physical, mental, or both. Something's bothering him. But my whole thing is, the reason why I brought the original point up is you got a Miami team and a Jets team, right?
Mm-hmm.
That still really have a shot at making the playoffs.
Right.
Neither are very comfortable there.
No.
Both would have to rely on just their pure ability to play. Dolphins offensively with your wide receivers and Tua throwing the ball. Jets defensively with your cornerback, and I think they got a couple linebackers that I'm kind of digging at the moment.
There goes CT. What up, CT?
C-Tizzle.
Mike McDaniel brings experience from San Francisco when it comes to playoff. I like the way he's been playing as a coach. I think that when the Dolphins hit the playoffs, again, I'm not saying that they'll go to the Super Bowl, but I'm saying I like their chances because I like what Mike McDaniel's been doing with that team.
That's a good point. The only way I hold that point true is if Mike McDaniels, and it seems like he has been throughout, so I don't want to make it seem like I think something else, but he would have to take a real Belichick role where it's like, no, this is the play. Unless it's an absolute emergency, this is the play. Because nobody on the field has been there. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the issue. You need somebody on the field, ideally somebody that has control of a situation, i.e. your quarterback, your middle linebacker, or strong safety type situation.
Tyreek Hill's had it.
Tyreek Hill has. That's a good point. That's a good add.
Tell them what to expect.
Yeah, especially from the wide receiver position. That's a good add. I'll throw that out there.
Cliff, Bradley Chubb on Miami's defense, so they got from Denver.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys that's been close this year for sure.
Right. I just don't know.
Even with like Fred Wilson and them, Mostert, and that they 49ers run, to them conference championships and stuff. So they probably wasn't playing. They was probably hurt, but
man, I don't know how I feel about that. I still don't know because, regardless, historically, Miami blows playoffs. Completely understand that you have a very dominant offense currently.
Listen, I don't know. I ain't never known Miami to be a playoff team ever. So.
The ones that get in, they're out early. That's what I'm saying. Even though you look at, because the whole point, the reason how we got on this topic, CT, is we were talking about Buffalo not looking like Buffalo. But Buffalo's used to being very late in the playoffs year in and year out. Yeah. That's an advantage that teams that are just hot at the moment don't have.
I kind of said a couple weeks ago they look like they fall. They do this every year though, man. They look like they start off always good, and then at the late season they just, I don't know if they get injuries that come involved, but
you talking about Buffalo?
They just start playing like they'll win games by 3 when they supposed to really, you know what I'm saying, 17. A lot of their games come down to like close wins.
I mean, maybe it's like from a fighting standpoint. You know what I mean? If you win the first few rounds, you can afford to take a couple off, and that might be what they're doing. You can still win a round, taking a round off, and it seems like they're coming up with a few wins, even though they're not playing. I don't want to say full speed, but you know what I mean. Like, they're not at their full go currently.
Yeah, and it's getting colder in Buffalo, so hopefully the weather don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hopefully that's their advantage. Hopefully, the only thing
I
that
didn't know they had to move a game already this year. They said they were supposed to play Detroit. They moved the game to Detroit instead of Buffalo because the weather was.
Yep, they had 2 back-to-backs in Detroit. They had a home game in Detroit, and then it so happened that they played Detroit the next week, and they were at home. And then this was their first game outside of that dome. That's why I said if it's bad in Foxborough, if the weather's bad in Foxborough, it could have been a rough game for the Bills because you're not used to being out there like you were.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like a bad day in New England from the game. Especially considering what the week before it was damn near a snowstorm.
It was all bad.
Now you put a Bills team in a weather like that after you played 2 back-to-backs in a dome, that might be rough on the Bills, regardless of how cold y'all like to play in.
Having no Von's going to be a big hurt on their defensive side.
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because that was a question of mine, is how much does the loss of Von Miller affect the Buffalo's, postseason run?
They said he'll be back, but I think it's gonna linger. It's gonna hurt him.
Doesn't he have to get surgery? And you said
he's out. CT, I already read Cliff the report today that came out. He's out. I sent it in the podcast.
And you said the PCL and ESPN said the ACL. Is it both?
I was watching his podcast. He said he was gonna be back. He didn't need
that
surgery.
that was the podcast a couple of weeks ago. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
because I remember I talked about that clip. I said that's what talked about Odell coming and all that.
Right.
But yeah, I sent it in the group chat today. He just got surgery to work on a partially torn ACL.
Wow.
Yeah, so it is an ACL. That's what okay.
He's out.
But
we talking about games?
Nah, talking about Buffalo ruining Buffalo's chances. I was watching ESPN before the show, and I had this question written down long before ESPN, but they asked the same question, and they had Booger McFarland on.
Booger.
And he was saying he thinks that Von Miller is a pacifier. I'm not explaining it exactly how he explained it, but he said basically like, how your baby will cry at bedtime for the pacifier, but in real life they don't need that pacifier.
The same thing with Odell. I know what you're saying. He's just a place.
Right, and I get that, but a piece of me doesn't agree. Right, like I think that is a big hit to them.
First of all, Booger McFarland, with all due respect, was an average player in Tampa.
He said with all due respect.
Warren Sapp was him and John Lynch, as we know, and Rondé Barber. They were the hard
Brooks at the linebacker.
Brooks.
Yep.
So McFarland hit the showers early on that. That is a big piece. You notice when a Von Miller is not playing, I'm sure, whether it was Denver, Los Angeles, or even Buffalo, you know that you're going to feel it.
Yeah, I bet that O-line does.
Right.
Well, so you got a game plan for him.
Right. Period. I agree.
No big deal.
Tape on Von Miller. What did he just do previous game? What movie about to hit me with? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not many other guys on the line. You got to worry about them. You just always finna grind.
That low shoulder, he be hitting them with that low shoulder dip. They be pushing air like, oh shit.
And then his eyes brighten up. You see that quarterback with the ball still.
But my whole thing though as well is, don't get me wrong, I know they have other pieces, right? I know they can put somebody else there that can still do, but you can't do like Von Miller does.
Right. You're not right. Exactly. It's like any kind of star quarterback, if they went down, you could put another like Lamar, Huntley, or whoever's going to be in for him. I'm not saying they're not decent.
Huntley's nice.
He is, but I'm just saying you're going to feel the impact.
I like Tyler Huntley.
Every time Lamar gets hurt, he comes in winning.
He does.
They probably would have lost that game with Lamar.
That's an interesting take.
I mean, the offense wasn't moving with Lamar, and then Huntley comes in and he just starts.
Well, he only threw 4 passes. Lamar only threw 4 passes, 3 or 4 for 11 yards.
Go look at Robinson's target. Robinson had like 6 catches. When has he done that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Duvernay, whatever his name is, he had like 5 catches.
I know you're talking about Duvernay. Yeah, Duvernay.
He was starting getting catches. I'm like, what? What's going on? Lamar wasn't getting him the ball like that. I said
it last year when this shit happened. I like Tyler Huntley. And I always say it all the time. And Malk always says something. I'll take him over number 4. I'll take Tyler Huntley over number 4.
I don't know about that.
I will. I'll take him over 4.
You destroyed.
4 been looking all right lately.
He doing more with less. And 4 is only doing all right because they still ain't figured Devontae out yet.
Listen, 4 out a couple weapons, man. I'm telling you, he's making do with what he got.
Waller hasn't been playing. That hurts y'all.
Lost Renfro, correct, right?
Right. So I mean, you don't have all your weapons. You don't have all.
But Moreau, the other backup tight end, isn't a backup either. That's a starting tight end right there.
On what team?
On a lot of teams in the league. Let's not forget that teams are known for poaching wide receivers from the Raiders. I was about to say Vegas. So Jeremy Shockey was on the Raiders at one time.
Derek Carr only has 8 interceptions so far, and he slowed him up. There was 3 weeks in a row, Cliff. He didn't throw one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he has. For what? He's improved in that regard.
Yeah.
We got Q crawling on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been doing all right in that regard, but I don't care. I'll still take him over him.
And then again, you got a new coach. You know what I mean? You got a new coach to the team.
What's that mean?
How long? You always say it. How long does it take someone to get comfortable in a system or an offense? It's not going to be the first year typically. Yeah, just like you're seeing with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is going.
He's running these Tom Brady old plays. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a minute for him to get these.
It was Jalen Hurts' first year with Nick Sirianni last season.
That's
he made the playoffs. He made the playoffs. He didn't have a bad year, but you see him a lot more comfortable in year 2 with Nick Sirianni in the offense.
But regardless, the Raiders have had 3 coaches in the matter of a season and a half.
Right.
I know that's not good, but at the same time, it is. That's what I'm saying. At that point, it is the quarterback. That because, like you said, the difference between a Brady and a Mac Jones is Brady will say, "Fuck that shit you called. I see something. I'll change the play." We've said it on this podcast. Carr is a I need the play kind of quarterback.
It took Brady a minute to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he just came out the gate doing that.
Carr's been in the league for 7 years.
And how many coaches have he had?
At what point?
I'm about to Google it. I'm about to Google how many coaches they've had in the past. How many coaches have the Raiders had?
Did he have the black coach, that one dude that was with Cleveland?
Who?
Hugh Jack. Did he? He might have. Was he at Oakland?
So you said he's been there 7 years, right, Cliff?
Yeah, I believe so.
So Tony Sperano, I'm sorry, Jack Del Rio was in 2015. What's up, there?
Del Rio.
John Gruden, Rick Bisaccia, Josh McDaniels. That's a lot of different coaches.
But no. But stop, because John Gruden, Bisaccia, and Josh McDaniels is what I was talking about in that year and a half. That all just happened. From when Gruden got let go in the middle of last season to the interim kicker coach Pasecchia to Josh McDaniels all happened in one season. So I can't give you that. It's not like over the course of your career there, they just been shuffling the deck. Nah, you had a mix-up in the last year and a half. So what happened beforehand?
Well, hold on. They did shuffle the deck. Cliff from the top. Mike Mayock's punk ass finally.
You right. You right. You right on that. But they should have never brought him in anyway.
Henry Ruggs.
I was about to say, thank you, CT. They lost weapons.
But I'm not talking about weapons so much as coaching in general, because that still goes back to the last season and a half, like I said. But what happened before that? How are you a 4,000 plus quarterback, 4,000 plus yard quarterback, but you didn't make it to the playoffs until the season that you had two coaches? There's no way you can argue it. Number 4 is not the guy.
They gave him AB for a little bit too, man. They gave him Carr stressed it, man.
I don't think he's going AB for a little bit. And you over there, Darren, looking real funny. What you got to say about it? He's not the
guy. I came in a little too late. I ain't hear too much, so I ain't want to say too much.
I jumped out the window by saying I would take Baltimore's backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley, over Derek Carr. And they like, no. And I don't care. You can put up all the stats you want. If you cannot get a win, if you cannot make the playoffs, the stats are for nothing. Like you said, CT, Tyler Huntley comes in and he starts winning with the Ravens. You doing more with less.
Are you saying you really would take a backup?
Yep, I sure would. I sure
would. That's what it's really coming down to. I get what you're saying about a win, but like, bro, can't even get a start.
Right. Well, let's say this. Let's bring up this argument then. Look at Mariota in Atlanta. Wasn't that a backup?
True.
Wasn't that a backup?
No, because he came.
No, they gave him a shot. He started the season off though.
He came in the league as a starter. Huntley never, ever.
But he said you would take a backup over the starter is the question. Doesn't matter what they came in the league as. He's the backup.
We can rewind the tape. You always said Mariota's not a backup. Even though he
I said Mariota could start somewhere. You are right.
You said he's not a backup. He shouldn't be a backup. He should be starting.
He should never have been a backup.
You know,
right. I agree with that. But it don't matter. What was
he? Now it's a league to where it's like, bro, there's just so much firepower. Like you can't, like the backups are starters. You feel me? So it's like you can't really go when you got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. You got even the young guys that are up there. You feel me? Zach Wilson even like that.
Besides Baker Mayfield.
I don't know if Zach's like that. Zach's a backup. Zach's a backup.
He's like that though.
Baker keep getting these opportunities though, man. That's ugly,
man.
That's because he went to Oklahoma.
It's off that. It's off color too a little bit.
But you also got to think he went to Oklahoma, bro. He's mentally smart at football, but I don't know. He be seeing ghosts, bro. I don't know what it is, bro.
The NFL's different in college, bro.
Where did Manziel come out of?
Bro.
Texas A&M.
That's what it was. Texas
Mike
A&M.
Evans.
Yeah,
Mike Evans.
That's what it was.
I think Baker's scared, bro. He hears footsteps and he sees ghosts, bro.
I mean, Cleveland might do that to you. Cleveland may be the most haunted team in the NFL because if that team won't fuck you up, I don't know.
They said that's what happened to Odell. They said he wasn't catching balls because he was hearing footsteps and seeing ghosts before they even got there, bro.
Yeah, right. It was just because Baker was his quarterback.
I don't know, man.
You can't blame it all on Baker, but Odell was dropping.
I was at those games, bro, watching, bro, for real.
Is Darren defending Baker after days of text messages?
I'm definitely Team Odell over Baker, but it's just a bad combo in general. I feel like it's a bad combo in general. It takes Cleveland is the
Jarvis Landry said, "All right, if I go to New Orleans, my career still could be as good or even better." We see how that's working out.
Well, you've been hurt. He been hurt. That nigga been hurt. Yeah, he ain't played no games.
But the games he did play,
He has played somebody.
Right. Yeah, no, he played like what, 3? I think he played in 3.
No, he played more than that. He played
a couple.
Baker's about to go be with Debo Samuel.
But you know what sucks for Jarvis Landry?
Baker's on the Rams.
How many? You see what they giving Jarvis Landry a quarterback? Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton. Stop playing.
Winston's not bad, man. Y'all need to stop.
Jameis Winston is not bad. He can get you the ball.
He's a backup.
But he's another Derek Carr. He's another Derek Carr. Now he'll take more chances than Derek Carr in a game, but he's another quarterback that's good that can't get you wins. Why can't you do it? What is it about it? His issue is that he takes too many chances. Carr's issue is that he doesn't take enough. If you can somehow mold them together, you may have a decent quarterback.
You don't think Carr takes chances?
No. Carr takes chances. Well, no, Carr takes chances as of lately because he's trying to force the ball into Devontae Adams. But Carr will, like I said, Carr will take a knee in the backfield instead of taking a sack if nobody's open.
Facts.
Now he has Devontae who's like, nigga, throw me the ball. I don't give a fuck. Throw me the ball. So he has to. But before, that nigga would look around the field like a motherfucking owl and then take a knee in the backfield and then go down so he doesn't take a hit. I don't want a quarterback like that. Who wants a quarterback like that?
Yeah, bruh. Especially when you got people like Justin Herbert out here going off.
Just young. And not even Justin. It's a lot of young quarterbacks coming out.
You say he ain't going crazy, CT? He ain't going crazy right now, but he's definitely top 10 quarterback in the league. Say he's not.
Yeah, he's been balling his.
He's
been balling since day one.
Mm-hmm.
This season isn't as good as his previous, but I don't think
you can't consider it a fall off.
Right?
How good his first.
I mean, it's the same thing with Brady. CT's Brady to me still the GOAT, but he's not having the best season at all. Clearly,
watch how you get this shit going.
That's because
Brady's the GOAT because of his pass. You feel me?
What?
But you can't.
His whole track record, his whole catalog.
You cannot say Brady is the walking GOAT up.
He said 45 balling right now.
He's 45 balling right now.
Bro, come
talk about his pass,
bro.
Yeah, but nah, it ain't just now. Let's be honest. I don't care. Like, don't get me wrong. If he was just another 45-year-old quarterback, if he was just another 45-year-old quarterback, while I would be impressed, I would not say that's the GOAT right there.
Mm-hmm.
If I was just walking into the league without knowing anything, I wouldn't point at him and say, "Oh, that's the GOAT."
Oh, that's the GOAT.
But I would be impressed.
He ain't playing like it.
Right, I would be impressed. He's 45. He's still doing his thing.
And
but
the GOAT, why would you
number one in his conference
for your fall off?
But CT, that's the worst conference in football right now.
Right? Right? You talk about conference. Who are you playing?
Hey, CT. Hey, CT and Darren. Y'all gonna get this reference. That's like Boonville or somebody, them conferences, them weak schools.
Boonville and Jasper and Tecumseh, man.
That's like the sister brother schools, you know?
That's literally having like a 1A division playing a 6A school, bro. Come on, bro.
Y'all fried as hell, boy.
But CT really be on that because he'll say 80's the best 4 in the league.
No, I won't.
You Lakers and Tom Brady out, man. You gotta stop.
I'm LeBron and Tom Brady out.
Yeah,
you gotta stop it,
LeBron
man.
and Tom Brady.
You gotta stop it, man.
Come on, baby.
You know Tom Brady.
Well, tell him put up more than 17 against them Cavs. Tell him to do that.
Man.
You ain't coming back, nigga. We ain't letting you back, nigga.
He don't want to come back.
They said.
We ain't here for that, though.
Yeah, we ain't here for
that. He was sick. Never mind. He got sick. He said he was sick.
We ain't here for that. I do want to know, Darren and Q, I want to know what y'all think about how much it affects Buffalo's postseason run losing a Von Miller.
It's over with.
It affects
you
him
said
a lot.
It's over with?
It's over with.
It affects him a lot.
Because you got to think about the position it put the Dolphins in.
Right.
That's really all you have to worry about. If the Bills lose 2 defensive games and the Dolphins just keep on rolling, there's no way they won't get that number 1 spot.
The Dolphins is looking a little banged up too.
But all they got to do is just keep winning. All they gotta do is
We've been banged up all year.
Yeah, I don't know, and I agree with both of you. I just don't know if their banged up is equivalent to Buffalo banged up.
Yeah, it's not.
Buffalo's banged up.
All they have is, I mean, yeah, Mike.
If you don't have
Micah Hyde, yeah, Von Miller.
Man.
You got Jeff Wilson.
It affects him on a defensive standpoint. Those big guys won't be able to get that rush up the middle all game long like they have been doing, because now they can draw that extra attention from the offensive lines elsewhere. That's pretty plain and simple.
You ain't got a game plan for Von no more, so it's going to be easy.
At all.
And Von was that guy in the playoffs that can get that fumble, you know what I'm saying?
What side did he play?
That right.
I think he played on the right side, yeah.
Ooh, Von?
Okay.
He played on the strong side.
Von played on both.
Left. Oh, did he?
But he starts on the
Was
strong
he the
side.
left side? Was he blind side rush, or was he?
I'm about to see.
Hey, all the games
No, I
I
think he
watched,
is right.
he was either. To me,
He's on that right
Well,
side.
I think I've
He's
seen him
a
more
true
right.
right though.
Yeah, I think I've seen him more right because we talked about
Yeah.
that low shoulder he gives him on the block, and that's facing the quarterback when he gets.
Because he's on the right, and you got to think about on the quarterback side, the most important is the left tackle.
Right.
So it's like right there. You feel me?
Yeah, that left side is the blind side. You don't want.
Yeah, I play Madden a lot. He on that right side.
yeah, I mean, he is more effective there because the quarterback gonna see him coming, and the quarterback gonna see that move he put on that offensive line,
Right.
and that's
Force
gonna
him out of the
startle
pocket.
him a little bit. He
Yeah.
go, oh shit,
It ain't
let me get
nobody-
rid of this.
It ain't nobody, and I'm not saying because Vine is getting older, but it's nobody in the league that's putting that much work on that right tackle.
That fast.
Right.
That fast.
On that right tackle
Well,
to the.
don't Michael Pearson.
I was gonna Michael
Michael
Parsons.
Parsons.
Yeah,
My bad. Michael Parsons, bro.
yeah.
He's nice.
Matthew Judon.
He almost had
Is he right or is he
almost had
blind?
an interception the other night coming off that right side. He was dead
Michael
in the
Parsons
face.
is right.
I mean,
He's
No.
everywhere.
I feel
you
like
gotta think
he's
about it. He was an
blind.
edge rusher
You
slash
got to think about it.
linebacker.
Michael
Right,
started as a linebacker.
Right.
He still plays linebacker too.
Yeah, he does, but they even said it in the NFL. He's had more success at that edge rush than he has at the linebacker
He has.
position.
Yeah. But I think they put him on. I think Michael's on the left.
Yeah, I
I see
thought
him on
so.
the right. I see him on the right a lot. Like I said the other night, he came right off the right side, dead in the quarterback's face.
But
Couldn't even
I
throw
think
the
now
flag.
they
But you
give
know
him
what
that free will on
Yeah,
the right.
You know what? You said it, Darren, because you know what I will say is when you have a edge rush the caliber of Parsons or Miller, you will
You gotta
put
let
them
him go.
based on the play.
Yeah.
Based on the
Yeah.
play, I need you on this side.
Mhm.
This down, this
Both
play
the
call I
calls-
see coming.
And now you got to think that defense is his. So he going to be everywhere. Now we're used to seeing him because he probably didn't have the knowledge to be on the right and the left in the same game.
Right,
Now,
right.
He knows what he can and cannot do. And I feel like that boy can do everything.
Let me find out edge rushers are traveling now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm mad
they
even
skinny.
I call
You
them
got to think
edge
about how
rush
skinny they are, though. They're getting skinny.
instead of defensive end.
Yeah, because Micah's fast as hell too. He beat.
They're getting skinny, bruh.
That's why it makes sense to put him on the left, put him on the blind side, because the quarterback can't see him coming.
They got Lawrence
But-
on that side.
Who did Micah race? I forgot. I think
It was
Tyreek
Tyreek Hill and
Justin
one of the
Fields.
fastest guys.
He raced Justin Fields at their they did that documentary and burnt him.
It was Trayvon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, and somebody else.
Man,
And he won.
Michael's really that fast, bro.
Mm-hmm. He's that dude.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of who's the.
It was like that welcome to the NFL rookie, and it was all the like top rookies, and they was racing. I forgot who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. But we'll move on. That Dolphins 49ers loss. What happened, Q?
Nothing to laugh about. It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple, man.
I was waiting on it.
Tua never got settled in. You can clearly see it. They got the one big play from the beginning of the game.
That Sherfield, that 70 something.
Yeah, he got that. Next thing you know,
33-17 lost.
Nah, what makes it bad is that Garoppolo broke his foot in the first quarter, and you had Brock Purdy come in.
I told you they was coming for him.
They put up double the score on y'all, bro.
Q, makes you feel any better. He's a Browns fan. Q, if you need a little ammo.
I don't need no ammo. I was just trying to get my point.
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at being a Browns fan though. Hey, I will never switch up though. I'll never switch up.
Listen, that's a real fan. No, Q didn't finish his point on what he felt like took place though.
Sorry for laughing.
He said sorry for laughing.
Oh, nah, I ain't worried about the laughing. The Browns got more to laugh about than anybody.
Listen,
I mean,
like you said, we cursed.
Nah, that's not a curse.
It's a curse.
Nah, that's ownership. They need to sell. They need to sell because clearly they don't know football. They don't know who to hire, how to hire, what moves to make.
They let the fans have too much input.
Like you
know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of how like the Packers are. It's kind of like how the Packers are, bro. Like it's just whatever the fans are feeling. That's just what they roll. It's weird, but that's kind of how they push Baker out. For real.
Like, I mean, certain places have that ability, and Cleveland is one of them because they're rowdy as hell. So it's you don't want to have.
And they won't come to the games. They won't come.
Yeah,
and I can see that with Matt LaFleur. That's the reason why he's begging to keep Aaron.
Yeah, the Browns is like that. The Knicks is like that. Like certain fan bases are just like, nah, you kind of gotta let them run shit a bit.
Can I ask a question? No. Do y'all feel that the Packers are in good hands when Aaron Rodgers? I wouldn't say retire. I think he's gonna leave before he retires.
He's gonna wait. You think he'll change teams before he's already locked into a long contract?
That don't mean like his contract right now. You gotta think about how long that man can still play, bro. He's still an MVP type caliber player.
Hell no! I hate when people say that because I always.
What do you mean he's not?
About this. Listen.
Aaron Rodgers is the smartest quarterback in football.
I agree with that.
Not. Patrick Mahomes, to me, is probably the smartest quarterback in football.
No, Patrick is the most
Patrick
gifted.
Mahomes is the most gifted. Naturally gifted is different than being just a veteran in the game and being the smartest quarterback.
Listen, that nigga throw for the least interceptions damn near every year, except for this year is a little rough. But I can.
And you heard what he said. He said at the beginning of the season, "If y'all don't get it together, I ain't throwing you the ball."
Aaron Rodgers
got it together.
Aaron Rodgers for the season is sitting at a 92.4 QBR with 9 interceptions.
Who he was throwing to.
He don't have no weapons.
It don't matter.
He's going to Lazard.
Christian Watson.
No, Cliff. I'm not letting you slide away, Cliff. I got to tell real quick. I'm not letting you.
Come on. We'll bring it, motherfucker.
You just said that Derek Carr's got to get it done regardless. You just said that we talked about
Devontae Adams.
Right, okay, but even aside from that he's still got to get it done. Before he had Devontae, Cliff said it don't matter if he had different coaches. He didn't do last year and this and that. You still want him to get it done. You said he's been their quarterback for how long? 9 years, 10 years, 7 years. You said he's got to get it done, and Derek Carr hasn't.
But that's different. He ended the season last year 28 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
And why we're bringing it up?
Derek Carr don't get the ball there, bro. You got to get the ball there.
Or was it 23? It might have been 23. It was either 23 or 28.
And no success.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, but that comes down to who you got. Like they was asking for more people.
And hasn't won a Super Bowl since 2011.
But he got the ball there and they put up numbers.
Well, wait a minute though.
They were in contention. They made NFC championships.
Right, and that comes down to quarterback. That comes down to quarterback.
Duo of the league.
But wait a minute.
No, seriously, those came down to coaching. If you want to really say those playoff games came down to coaching, you want to kick a damn field goal against Tom Brady instead of going for it on 4th down right there.
I hate even making this point, right? Because it kind of makes me sound like I'm arguing for Carr too. But if you also recall back in the day before Davante Adams ever left Green Bay, I said Rodgers and Adams can't get it done together. They need at least a misdirect. They need somebody else on the squad when this man is getting double and triple teamed. Now, not by design, but by injury, it seems to be the same way in Vegas. It's just Carr, and I'm not saying Mac Holland doesn't help out and all that, but I'm saying that that's the guy they key in on.
They acquired those pieces. They failed to keep them.
So you can't get it done with just him and them.
Valdez Scantling was trending up, and you let him go. You let him walk out the door.
Hey, Cliff.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You let Adams. You let your top two guys walk out the door.
Deep threat in the league. Valdez Scantling is top 10 deep threat in the league. If you look at his numbers, all of his receptions last year were 40 to 60-yard receptions, man.
What you got, man?
I'm just saying, if you want to be technical, I just did a comparison. So Aaron Rodgers has been to 5 NFC championships in his career, and he's 1-4. Guess who else been to 5 NFC championships? Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb took the Eagles to 5 NFC championships, but he couldn't get it done.
He was never an MVP.
But he never got a Super Bowl either.
And Donovan McNabb, that ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Well, hold on, Q, and Darren, hold on, though, because while y'all talking shit, McNabb was the first.
I ain't talking shit.
Eagles quarterback. Well, he won. It was player of the week.
Yeah.
He wasn't no MVP. But I'm saying is though
I rooted for y'all in that one Super Bowl that he fucking
threw up and shit.
But that was a Philly curse, man. That was kind of like what Buffalo went through 3-4 years straight to the Super Bowl and couldn't get it done.
What's Cuz name? I know you're a Browns fan. I can't think of Cuz name. The running back for the Browns that fumbled on the 1-yard line for the Super Bowl win. And then he left. No, this was back in the day. This was like
back in the day, bro. We ain't been in the Super Bowl with Trent Richardson. Yeah, you
right. Yeah, hold on, Cliff. Are you asking Darren this question?
Yeah, that's a.
But I mean,
you know, old Darren is.
He said the 80s.
I can't think of his name, and then he left. Right, he got a Super Bowl with.
Me, CT, and Darren wasn't even born yet. So unless we got Google,
so y'all ain't fans.
It ain't about fans. I fucking want to know why.
Y'all ain't fans. Y'all got to know y'all's history.
There's probably like 2 black people on the squad.
Right.
The times were different.
Nah, not back then.
What you talking about? Hey, Cliff, talking about Jim Brown? How far back you trying to go? Shit.
Nah, it's more recent than that.
You talking about when we got our name from, shit.
Right. I don't know. But the whole point I was saying is about, okay, Rodgers, my son, he's on a great quarterback, but he's a choke artist. That's all, and that's proven. We can say he's won MVP back-to-back. We can say he don't have weapons, but Christian Watson been balling. I know firsthand because I got him in fantasy football. So don't say he don't got no weapons. That's Lazard's.
He's been coming on.
I mean,
but
that's a progression.
Just started doing that like 6 weeks ago.
It's a progression, but I mean, that's how it goes, though. Like, Lazard's supposed to be the guy, he ain't the guy. So who's your next guy? Watson.
Well, and think about this. Think about what they've been building. If you keep Davante, you hold on to Valdez Scantling, and then you had an upcoming Watson with a Lazard.
Right.
Now
with Aaron Jones? With
Aaron Jones and H.J. Dillon in the back.
Right.
Come on, man.
You're right.
They was tripping letting them go.
Right.
You it's almost like they purposely dropped their team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They did that because Aaron Rodgers is a diva and he wanted all that money.
That's true. He is a diva.
True. That's
He's
true.
a diva, bro.
They ain't no
Davante
Belichick
Adams
over there.
wasn't about to get 200. Aaron wasn't about to get 200 in the same year. No.
Nah, you right about that.
No way.
You right about that.
That's why you LeBron, Aaron Rodgers, and pay Davante. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers, I'm not gonna
deal.
lie. He's smart enough to be LeBron, but he's not. He don't have that. He don't have that. He don't have that.
I'm saying you give him a 2-year deal and you pay the hell out of Davante.
Oh yeah,
you
but
know what
Aaron
I mean?
don't want that.
Nah, fuck that. Let's talk about another NFL quarterback. Let's talk about that Cleveland Browns Texans game.
Deshaun Watson, Darren. Let's talk about your boy you've been going off about.
What y'all want to say? Can my man get at least 2 games. Like,
you know what? It's crazy. You know, and it's crazy that you say that because Lord knows I wouldn't say that. I'm not gonna say it like that. Like I was about to say, I'm not no Cleveland fan because it's not like I don't like Cleveland, but I'm with Darren on this one.
And think about where he was at. He had those women sitting in that game, bruh. They did that to him. They showed up to that game, and there was just a big ordeal why that man was at that game, bruh. It was mentally that game was tough for that man, bruh. It's hard. You got. I didn't even think
about it like that. Like
no, I'm not hearing that because Ray Lewis didn't had murder charges and motherfuckers.
Bruh, but Ray Lewis's person that he killed didn't just come there and sit there and be like, he killed me. But Hagler was literally there in the game, bruh. Putting pressure on that man.
I think this to Michael Vick. Y'all remember when Michael Vick came back?
Thank you. Hagler's.
You remember how he went off and he had all these people protesting at the game?
But yeah, no, I get that, and
that's different, bro.
Nah, that's not different.
And how long was Vick out for?
Because Vick did time.
I think Michael Vick, him going to prison, was just a different type of fire than somebody saying you got raped and you just get suspended for a year, bro.
Nah, it wasn't rape because it wasn't nothing criminal.
But I'm saying that's what you feel me. Accusations.
Don got paid.
Right.
Nah, my whole thing is, you know, I definitely.
But that don't mean nothing. That's still on the mental, bro.
I understand all that, right? I understand all that, right? And I'm not arguing for Deshaun or anything like that, but I remember back when we were talking about the whole suspension and all that shit going on, and Britt said it's real ironic that he would be coming back to the Texans.
Yeah.
Right?
She said that long before we even knew the plot to this. And I caught it at the moment, but I didn't really think about it until now that you got, you know, you bringing back victims into the stadium. Like, it almost seems a bit theatrical. And I'm not saying that anything he did is not wrong or, you know, whatever. I'm just saying the setup is kind of wild when you think of it from that aspect. Like, and then Cleveland played him too.
But it don't matter what team he played. That was going to happen either way. I guarantee it.
Bro, the ladies were not going to show up if he did not go to the Texans game. I promise.
I guarantee
it's going to be. It's going to be for the rest of the season.
They would have. If they wanted it to be, if they wanted it to be like that,
they'll be there next week.
They got free tickets. They got free tickets to every game.
Yeah, they're going to be there next week, man. Somebody funding them women.
I personally think, bro, the Texans are trying to tarnish this man, bro. And I don't think that they will be at every game unless the Texans have something to do with it. I don't think these women care enough to where they're just like, oh, we out here showing our face, help us. They're literally, like you said, it's theatrical.
I don't know. I would never go. I can't go that deep. Like, I don't know what's on another person's mind, right? But I know, like we talked about before, I know that this has been weaponized against specifically black men for
just like
years.
Bill Cosby. 5 more people randomly saying
Now again, let me preface this by saying I'm not saying that motherfuckers can't be guilty.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if the game that you play, it's only right that after a while we start to question a bit. You know what I'm saying?
It happens too often.
Leading into the way this is set up seems pretty theatrical. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, to me, there's a difference between disrespecting a woman and sexual assault.
Very true.
When both sides of the story was told and law enforcement were involved, nothing criminal was.
It was a man being out of pocket to women.
Well,
we know how pro athletes are. We know how pro athletes
are. They feel entitled, and he was just out of pocket.
I'll say this. I'm from Miami. I know how pro athletes are. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm sure motherfuckers get fly. I'm
So-
positive motherfuckers get fly. Let's not get it confused.
Yeah. But I've never seen anything personally crossing the line as far as being sexual assault. You see what I'm saying?
But at the
There
same
has
time, I know that let's keep it a buck. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna do
But
that.
Cliff, let me ask you this: would you, for the accusations that this man has had and how many women came up, wouldn't you agree that it would take a real weirdo to like, you feel me, to like target all these massage people, or
But
just
Darren,
like,
everybody.
Maybe not though. Maybe not.
Cliff, what's the one phrase you always say? Not everything is what it seems. Things aren't always what they seem.
True.
You might think I'm a stand-up guy, Darren. You don't know I might have caught 10 bodies since the last time. Honestly, I haven't. I'm just saying you don't know that,
you're absolutely
you
correct.
have no idea, bro. I could be out here and you don't know
You're
it at all.
absolutely correct, and it's not even about
bro,
that. Maybe,
but think about this.
But wait.
Sean Watts is a black man, though.
Wait. And again, this is why I didn't want to get into this, but I'm saying, like, if you tried with one, right? Like if you called, maybe you was watching porn and you seen the happy ending on there and you was like, let me try and see if I can get this off as a pro athlete, and it didn't work. You think you stopping?
I know a couple of Deshaun Watsons from Evansville right now, Darren and CT.
I don't think he's stopping. There's
probably more people out there that think about happy endings. Everybody, I'm not
right. But
everybody has wondered, is it real?
Right,
It
but
is.
this is.
I was in the military. It's real.
I'm done.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
real.
Like, is it real?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
And he probably asked.
But my question, fuck all the nonsense. My question, and it sounds like I got Darren's question, and it's my answer. Or I said not question, but Darren's answer. It's my answer as well. I do think you have to give him more time. You can't just judge him off of this one game and be like he's not it. That's definitely not the case by no means. I was actually shocked that they played him. I wouldn't have played him.
I thought he was going to sit all season, really.
You have to, Cliff. You paid him all that money. You have to.
Nah. I'm going to play you, right? I'm going to play you. I want you to have your reps. I don't care if we don't make the playoffs. You're going to get play. But this game here, you're not playing in.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Especially the way Jacoby Brissett's been playing. Nah, he has this
That's
one.
a lot.
You'll come in next game.
You got to get this one out the way.
Yeah.
Hey, with the
You're right.
defense that
I do
you
think
got,
it does more for you from a confidence standpoint. Like I went through the fire. Like I had to play the.
I showed up.
Yeah, I do think that, but I don't think he had to play. What was you about to say, Q?
Nah, I just think, with the defense you got, and to me, the person it seems like he has no problem taking it head on. He's all about football. He's about football right now. And you ain't gonna disturb that, whether he had a bad game or good game.
Right.
Whether he had
they
a
got
bad
to
year
win.
or a bad year. You feel me? If
Any
he had a
football
good year or a
player's
bad
been
year.
out too.
He let y'all know he back, and that's all you need to do.
What you was about to say, CT?
I was like, any football player's been out 2 years, they itching to get back out there, man. So
and being like him, being
he
the
left off
legs
an
that
MVP
this
type
man
season
got.
too, so he was
Come
ready
on,
to get
man.
back out there.
But y'all was
ready.
4-6 going into the game. Couldn't assume you was gonna do too much. What is they may be. I don't know if they're in contention, but
We're in contention.
You played the
technically are.
Texans.
they may be in for like a wild card.
They're-
Y'all
they-
ain't
they-
just pure
they-
contention.
So let me break it down. Let me break it down to you. So, the Bengals' next 5 games, they got the Bucks, they got the Patriots, they got the
Yes.
Bills, they got the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Bengals have to win all of those games for us to even be out of it. Right?
Yeah.
For real?
True.
Yes. That's a
Yeah, because
fact.
Cliff, right now in the AFC North, it's Bengals and Ravens tied at 8-4. Browns are third or tied for last at 5-7.
And Lamar just went down.
They still could make the playoffs.
Right.
They still could make the playoffs.
We
They still
could hit
could
that
make-
wild card so hard.
That's
Hey,
why
you
they
know
start-
what? I'm glad Darren's here. I was going to mention it last week, but I let it go. I was going to tell you because you made that comment, Cliff, where it was like the Browns didn't have a chance. And I wanted to say, wait.
Well,
Wait. No, I was going to say, wait. Because if you look at the Bengals schedule, Baltimore schedule,
the Steelers are done for.
They got to play some ball.
Well,
they got to
though,
play. Ain't no walkover.
Right. Well, though,
and the Browns have winnable games.
Well, though, nobody knew that Lamar was gonna go down for 2-4.
Even so, they blown what 4 or 5 games.
Yeah,
double-digit leads in the fourth quarter.
They would have to win. Even if he was playing, they gonna have to ball the next 6 weeks, bro.
Baltimore ain't no easy win. They've been struggling to get their wins.
Right.
And the Ravens,
let's keep it
the Ravens, they got the Browns. The Ravens, they got us next. They got the Falcons. The Falcons ain't no rollovers.
No.
Falcons ain't no rollovers. They gonna give you a good game. And it's
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I got the
Pittsburgh's coming on, so if you got to face them one more time, it's gonna be a problem.
The Browns got the Bengals next.
That's nice. I like that.
Sunday, yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir. And it's
like
a must win. And it's a must win for both.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you had to get Deshaun's feet wet because you can't just throw him into a Cincinnati game.
No.
The Texans are a practice game for most
and
teams
we in Cincinnati. And we in Cincinnati with it.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that, Mount. From that regard, you have no choice but to play it out in this.
Right, get you ready, get you warmed up.
Hey, that Browns defense look good, bro.
And you gotta
they don't look bad. And
they look good.
From a coaching point, if you get a quarterback that hasn't played in 10 weeks, you ain't gonna throw the dictionary at him, bro. You gonna give him a couple worksheets.
Oh yeah,
you gonna see what
they were running heavy. They were running heavy that game.
No, for real, you gonna give him a couple worksheets, see what he can do. You feel me? And then the next game, we throwing in 3 more chapters. You feel me?
Right.
Talk, Aaron.
Y'all was running heavy, and then y'all was doing the NFL's version of a RPO.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's I saw that a lot,
and you gotta think like.
Wait. Even in that position,
our strongest game. Our run game is our strongest game. So don't change that. Please
no, you're correct. But even in that position, I feel like that was just a feeler. And the feeler read wrong in my eyes, because even when he was running the RPOs, he didn't make a decision quick, and it was very nervous looking. Now I understand, right? I understand it's your first game back. I get it. But at the same time, this is also a business, right? We looking at everybody out here, and we can't afford. So now this game. Like you said, this is a win. Both y'all gotta win this.
Yeah.
So if you gonna start this man, this is gonna be a very hard hit if he doesn't show up. Not only is it gonna be the internet, the women in the crowd that's saying the accusers, everything is gonna come down if you don't show up in this game.
But would y'all agree that Deshaun Watson is that dog that this type of game actually would probably make him play a little bit better, in my opinion?
Of course, it's gonna make him.
You saw it in
I don't know if I can agree based on the way you showed up last game. High pressure.
But last game wasn't.
Hold on, Cliff. You can't be willing to give a man a pass and then try to make it tough the next week out.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Right?
I do. I said give him 1-2 games, right? So this means including this one. So if you didn't have the best game this game, I would still be like, he's still getting his rhythm.
I don't even count last game at all. At all, bro.
I would
not count last game.
Right, you hear what I'm saying?
Hey, look, you facing the Cincinnati Bengals with a weak offensive line. You have a great defensive line. You're facing the Cincinnati Bengals with a
they should be able to put points up. Let's go to that game. Matter of fact,
they got an okay run defense.
Let's go to that game.
Wait, who's their strongest defensive lineman? What's his name? Aiden Hutchinson or something like that?
You talking about the Lions? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Bengals.
Nah, Aiden Hutchinson on the Lions.
Oh, it's not Aiden Hutchinson. What's his name? Is it Hendrickson?
I tell you right now.
Don't get me lying.
I know exactly who you talking.
You know what I'm talking about. He's built like Aiden Hutchinson for sure.
But what was you transitioning to, Cliff?
Oh no, I just
Trey, you're right, Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson, yeah.
Trey Hendrickson, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Browns 27, Texans 14. But the funny thing about it was you got
win's a win, right?
You right.
That's what the Dolphin fan just said.
No, you are correct.
Oh, Q, get him, Q.
I'm saying that.
That's what he said.
But let me
we
run
got
this.
Good wins.
Let me run this back to you because it's funny that you said Cleveland was cursed, right? Because as I was watching, I was thinking, listen, these motherfuckers look pretty lucky this game, right? Them motherfuckers had the Donovan Peoples-Jones punt return for the touchdown, 76 yards. Then y'all had a Denzel Ward fumble recovery for a 2-yard touchdown. Then y'all had a deflection that led to a Tony Fields pick 6 from 15 yards. I'm not saying I don't give them props. I'm just saying that doesn't happen for the Browns weekly, let alone y'all wasted all y'all's miracles in one game.
The energy that Deshaun Watson give off, you got to think about who we have in our position skill players. They are him. They just don't play like it. But
no Baker.
They are him, bro. They are like that.
I mean, I feel like that a lot of that was defensive special teams, though.
That's all it was.
But you got to forget
offense didn't really show up
last year, Cliff. This is that same defense. This that same defense from last year, Cliff.
It's not that same defense. They got
Garrett.
He was there.
I would say we're a little worse than not worse, but we're not as good as we were last year.
No, but I'm just saying this is that same defense.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Much.
So don't be surprised that they showed up that way.
Yeah. And it's getting late in
the
the year, bro. You gotta think about it. People be switching in.
No, you right. No,
second half of the season.
I'll give you that, but let me find out. Browns get one of those plays a year. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, come on.
to get all 3 of them in one game.
So trying to say if we don't get lucky for the rest of the year, we ain't winning.
Y'all use y'all's wishes. Y'all use y'all's wishes. Y'all rub that. Y'all rub that.
Niggas be pissed.
Y'all rub that motherfucking lamp and y'all use all 3 wishes in one game. If this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you use your motherfucking phone a friend. You use your life. You used it all.
Put a dub on the Bengals game.
Ooh.
No, I can't because I don't have faith in the Bengals. I might do that for the Lions before I do that for the Bengals.
Maybe a friendly Darren, we do friendly fives around here. Shit. You got Christmas
fives.
We got kids.
Oh, yeah, y'all got chillins.
Yeah, we got children.
Listen, I might do that for the Lions before I do that for the Bengals.
Hey, I might do that.
The Bengals better than the Lions. Come on now.
Hey, Darren, CT said he want that bad, I think.
You said you want that, CT? You better
I
check the lineup first.
Right,
you better check the lineup first.
Huh?
You better check the Bengals defensive lineup first.
I'm telling you, man. That run defense real suspect on that side.
And Deshaun Watson can run too. It's over.
Mixon's back.
He ain't done shit all season, CT.
Yeah, what is it?
He had that one. He had that one.
He had that 1 touchdown game. And that's it. He got 5 touchdowns.
Right, he did have that one.
Yeah, he made his stats for the year.
I don't think you can write him off though.
Man.
He literally has 8 touchdowns for the season or something like that. He had 5 in one game.
Hey, look, 32-13. That's what I'm going to say. Y'all know what that is?
Ass whooping, Q.
That was the last time they played each other this year. 32-13. Browns won.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Justin Fields got more yards than Joe Mixon.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, my mama, you do.
I think
Miles
you are
Sanders,
right.
Hey, Cliff, Miles Sanders too.
Everybody.
But I'm saying you can't say Joe Mixon is being like that this year. He ain't even close to us.
And nobody else had 5 touchdowns in the game this year.
Josh Jacobs balled out in that one
game.
But he only had
that's one game, yeah, man. That's one game.
I think he had 2 rushing and a receiving.
And I want consistency. I don't give a fuck about one game. I've had one.
I don't care about one game. Aaron Jones has a couple 4 touchdown games. But
yes,
he ain't like that.
Oh, Josh the most consistent this year. You can't. Josh Jacobs the most consistent running back this year.
I give you that, but Chubb is a champ.
Nick Chubb
is the champ.
Chubb is.
You gotta say Who's consistent?
But Chubb got a committee. Jacobs is by himself.
Jeff Wilson is consistent.
Running back.
So is mine. I got Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubbs, and Jeff Wilson.
I've been saying Chubb since
I got Jeff
one.
Wilson. I got
Sanders, Pollard, and Josh Jacobs.
Bro, how did the Dolphins get Jeff? How did they play that off? And Muskrat.
And they got Chubb.
Well, you got to remember, Mostert came on over in the all-season deal.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel.
But how did they get Jeff Wilson right after, bro?
At the trade deadline.
That's that report, Darren. Mike McDaniel's still cool with them guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something crazy right now, and y'all can.
They got Christian. They had to get rid of him.
I would rather have Jeff Wilson in the way that he carried the ball and how he played with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle than Christian McCaffrey.
Bombarowski.
True, I like.
I can understand where you coming from.
Yeah,
he plays like a wide receiver in the backfield, bruh. You can't get that too often, bruh.
I'm sorry for the audio. I just clinked this fucking beer bottle against my microphone. I know that's.
I didn't hear nothing. We didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear it at all, bruh. Man, so who y'all?
I don't know if that conversation gave a full understanding of how y'all feel about Deshaun Watson's performance. Do you think that translates to the rest of the season? How y'all feel about it?
I don't know, man. It's the unknown.
He's got it. I mean, it's all about chemistry. I don't expect much from Deshaun. Not that he can't do it. It's just it's not enough time to build chemistry.
It's almost 2 years out.
Right,
bro. He's
a year and 3/4.
Naturally good though.
I agree.
But it don't matter how naturally good you are. You gotta build some kind of team. It's all about.
But nigga, listen. Let me tell you something.
Though.
Let me tell you something.
With no scrubs.
Let me explain something. Let me explain something as well. When Deshaun Watson came out, in that it was like 7-8 games. He was on track to breaking damn near every quarterback record before he got hurt. If he would not have gotten hurt, trust and believe the NFL would have hired somebody to Nancy Kerrigan this nigga. You hear what I'm saying? The way he was playing, he was too dominant.
Which season you talking about that?
His rookie boy.
Right. I mean, Malcolm, when I was telling you, Malcolm, he had like 16 touchdowns in 6 games.
Yeah, I did hear that argument, and I didn't say anything because I don't like texting. I don't like binging up motherfuckers' phones.
No one does that.
I can't say that I wasn't kind of feeling like there's no way he's washed, for the simple fact that he's been consistent and he hasn't played in 2 years. You haven't taken a hit. The only issue is if you haven't been working out. Yeah. If you're coming off the couch, that's an issue. But it doesn't seem like he's coming off the couch.
Yeah, he ain't no
so
Colin
it doesn't
Kaepernick,
seem like it doesn't seem like an issue.
Yeah, bro.
Colin Kaepernick, as much as I would have loved to have him back, he came back looking like a bodybuilder. And that was right after the kneeling shit. It wasn't just when the Raiders worked him out.
And Cliff, what I was trying to say is like, him being a black man, I'm not saying he's a black man, but you got to look at it. This is a business. He's a black man. They took a risk on a black man, 200 plus money.
He's talking about Cleveland.
They're not about to give it to somebody that they feel like ain't got the legs, ain't got the arms, and you just washed up.
That's a Cleveland move anyway. That's a Cleveland move.
Thank you.
No. I'm not saying that's not a bad move. That might be the best move Cleveland's made in a while.
Has ever made, ever.
That's possible.
That's the best move we have ever made. Because
it's possible to say that.
Watson, you can put things around him. You already have a defense built. Go get a couple wide receivers. You already have one. Kareem Hunt, if he really just gets it together, you could have 2 of the best running backs in the league.
Right, especially if you can keep them. If you got enough to pay them.
Keep them. They do, though. Ain't nobody else up for no money.
And Amari Cooper's not worth it.
He already got his paper, though.
And that's what I'm saying. He's not going to be up for no more.
Yeah, he's not going to be up for another match.
Right. You're not worth it.
His numbers are going down.
The only thing about it is, look at Donovan Peoples-Jones. he's starting to look like we may need to consider paying him, and if we don't, somebody else going to.
That was one game. I've had him.
He reminds me a little bit.
Nah, it ain't just one game though.
No,
I had him on my season all year.
It comes down to production. It comes down to your usage rate, and he's not used consistently like Cooper is. Yeah. But when he's used, he breaks big. He's on my team.
We need to get Cooper design plays. Cooper's kind of slow in my opinion. I look at Donovan,
he catches with his chest.
Yeah, I look at Donovan Peoples-Jones as he could be our Amon-Ra St. Brown. He really
He's not
could,
a number one wide receiver on any team. I don't care what y'all
but
niggas.
He could. Amon-Ra St. Brown shouldn't be either, but he is.
But so let's put it like this. I would give Donovan Peoples-Jones a grade below, and when I say a grade below, I mean like a plus to a regular or a minus from how Juju Smith-Schuster was in Pittsburgh. He had to come up to show you he was that guy.
Yeah.
And he still never really took off, but
he just
I feel like Peoples is in the same position where it's like I am the new Schuster, and then it's up to him to see if he can go further. But I do feel like he is like you can tap him. He's like a Trey Jones in Jacksonville.
Yeah. That's why I say
Zay Jones. You know what I meant?
Our Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't mean a number one, but give him the opportunities. See what
St. Brown just came out the gate.
Out of nowhere.
Just came out the gate.
He started catching it.
Motherfuckers was confusing him with the nigga from the Bears. Is it the Bears?
Bro, if you watch
on the Bears.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Motherfuckers getting confused. I'm like, that's not
that's
him.
Little bro.
Right.
Bro. If you watch the HBO, the Hard Knocks, bro, he almost got cut.
For real?
Yes.
I watched that Hard Knocks. I might not have watched all of them, but I watched it. There you go. There go, Coach.
What's up, Mike?
We already talked about your bills, so I give you 2.5 minutes to state your piece.
I mean, we don't got to talk about them. I mean, they're back on top, and they're going to win the East. What's the problem?
See, now, Q, give me your rebuttal.
My rebuttal.
Yep.
We got a Chargers Sunday night. We seen Herbert on his ass all year.
Should be an easy win.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll be ready for Buffalo. We'll say that. We'll be ready to go.
Well, let's put it like this: the way it's going, the Dolphins may have home field advantage.
Well, it's going to come down to who wins. Like, really, I mean, the Dolphins. What? Do you guys have any division losses yet? You guys are defeated in the division.
We have one. Jets.
Okay, so you'll have two, and then the Bill, and then it'll.
The Patriots.
So
that's what it. Yeah, he's right.
What's the tiebreaker at that point if we're both have two losses in the division? Record.
Yeah, it will be record because unless like I said, we go up to Buffalo and take care of business.
You guys win. You deserve to win the division, and you will win the division.
Yeah. That Buffalo game is just that much bigger now.
Yeah, no, that is who gets home field advantage in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Cliff, you're talking about rubbing glass balls. The Jets rubbed a glass ball this year.
They did. Yeah, they did.
They coming.
Who?
The Jets. They coming.
But not this year. They'll be there next year.
Not this year.
No, I'm just saying overall, they're rebuilding. They're coming. They're coming.
If they still had Breece Hall in the lineup, it makes it scary. But
Sauce Gardner's that guy.
I mean, what's exciting is that I am still a firm believer that 3 teams from the East can go.
Yeah.
That's very true. Very true.
We in the hunt.
If Mike White keeps throwing like he's throwing, I know he had a bad game from interception-wise.
I went to college with Mike White, fun fact.
Yeah. They got a big shot. Big shot. Keep Zach Wilson on the bench.
On the bench? On the bench? Damn.
I don't know why they sat Mike White from the beginning of the season, though. He showed that he was worthy.
Yeah.
He showed he was worthy.
Yeah. He showed them last year to me. Yeah. He showed them because they were
switched
terrible.
Up 3 different times. 3 different times this year. But they still winning though. So.
Well, when Zach Wilson was in the lineup, he had Breece Hall to lean on.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Talk about injuries. That team's been plagued with injuries.
Yeah.
That lost him. That lost him an award, bro.
Yeah.
That lost him an award for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had it.
Who, Breece?
Yeah, he had rookie.
He had it.
He was going off.
He had it, bro.
He was going off.
Even close.
I don't know. I don't know if I could say that because they've shocked me throughout, but I don't know where the Jets finish.
I mean, you'll know where the Jets finish
if the Bills lose.
Game. The Bills show up and smack the Jets the way they should have the first time.
Yeah, they'll regret
giving the game away at the end. Like,
well, I don't know.
Tough with no Vaughn though. No Vaughn. That's
but you got Greg Rousseau. Like, we still have a pass rush. Milano can come off the edge. Any of those.
Gabe Davis is gonna have to bring his hands.
I don't know if you want to take Milano out of the linebacker position though.
No, but we will rush him occasionally. He's an outside backer. Like, he can do both, and he will.
You guys rush him?
Yeah, he's rushed.
I haven't seen that.
But the question, Mike, I asked them earlier about the Bills that concerns me about you guys is what's up with you guys only putting up 7 points in the second half? That's not.
Oh, and it's. So I'm with you. Like, that's a big concern of mine. Mm-hmm. And we went from the front half of the season making incredible halftime adjustments to like being out adjusted in the second half. So that is going to be a difference maker. The flip side is that the Bills have also kind of anchored to their run game now, where they didn't have a run game in the first half.
Singletary didn't get many touches at the first half of the season.
He did not.
James Cook been cooking, boy.
And honestly, that's what they did last year too. They had no run game heading into week 9, week 8.
They did a lot of screens though.
They did
lots of screens,
and they're starting to get back to some of that now. What I'm curious to see is if they can open up the playbook a little bit, or if they're holding on opening up the playbook till we get into the playoffs. Like, that's kind of what they did last year. Is about this time last year, they got real conservative in the play calling, and then they unleashed hell when they got to the playoffs. And, we ended up with losing the freaking, let's face it, what would have been the Super Bowl game with 13 seconds left on the clock. And
do you feel like they're also trying to protect his elbow a little bit too, though?
They are.
So I feel like his deep threat, like, percentage kind of went down a little bit.
I think he hasn't. I think he is by design not taking a ton of things down the field.
Yeah, for sure. Has to be.
And I'm okay with that right now. Like, I was a big proponent of heading into the stretch. We had 4 non-division games heading into like mid-season. I actually said we should have rested everybody.
Right.
Been okay with taking, 3 losses, 4 losses.
You can't do that though when the Jets being as good as they are.
No.
This was
about this week. This was
like 3 games back.
Like, heading in, was it heading into
this
the Vikings?
This was the week before we did the Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah. Y'all had that one game y'all could have rested everyone and you chose not to.
See, the thing about resting in the NFL is, like, you never know what's going to happen in the game. You're waiting to see what's going to happen.
Well,
like,
and I mean,
you can rest everyone, but the team that you think is going to blow someone out, they rest everyone. And then you're just stuck in a situation to where you don't know what to do now.
But that was my thing. I was like, we could have taken 3 non-division losses.
Right.
The Vikings, the Browns, and honestly, we still have a chance to beat the Browns and the Lions without starters in. The guys that were hurt. The guys that were hurt.
Whoa.
The guys that were hurt. We had.
That's a 50-50.
Well, and the question is whether Josh played. And I actually think we should have rested Josh in the middle of the season, let his arm heal up, taken 2 losses, 2 or 3.
Right.
Instead, we took losses to the fucking Jets and the Vikings.
Right.
with our guys in and still like not getting the chance to recover. Like I would
you can't
taking the loss to the Vikings.
Yeah, you can't feel that one.
Playing that.
You can't feel that one.
No. So from that perspective, I mean, it and I said it at the beginning, like it all comes down to this stretch of divisional games at the end of the season, which I hate, but I also love that the NFL schedule makers do that more now. Like the back half means more than it did 5 or 6 years ago because they stack all of these division games in the back.
Can we talk about how Matt Ryan got prime time? Like what? Why didn't they flex the Chiefs game?
Because the Cowboys were playing.
Oh my goodness!
America's team, they want to see a blowout on national TV.
They did the Colts like that.
I'm glad you brought them up. So y'all heard about the whole Odell situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was on the.
We could have guessed that though. I see him more on Instagram than I do in the gym.
No doubt.
I'd be right.
I'm pretty sure I saw him at 2 Chainz's birthday party or something. I've never seen him on the field.
Well, and then you had the whole. I mean, Malk brought up like the plane incident. Like, dude doesn't want to play.
He def was off the. He def was off the.
I told Malk, this is the you know me. Now I tell you exactly what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Nobody's going to pick him up this year. He's going to take the year off. You look at the usage rates of Cooper Kupp, Devontae Allen, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Somebody's going to need somebody next year, and he's going to get a call up.
It's going to be the Ravens.
He's not going to get... I said that early.
It has to be the Ravens. It has to be.
For sure.
I don't think Lamar's going to be on the Ravens next year, though. I don't think Lamar's going to be on next year.
Although
I think Odell goes with Lamar.
Maybe that's part of the negotiation for the Ravens. We'll bring in OBJ, and in order to keep you, we'll pay you.
And you got JK coming back.
You know what? If I was Lamar Jackson's mama, that would entice me a bit. I would be a bit enticed.
Right.
To use OBJ for as long as I could use OBJ before. Because we both going to get hurt. Both of us going to get hurt. We both going to be rehabbing together.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it's not a matter of
if.
Win.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not if, it's when. We going to be hurt.
Listen.
But he said that he thinks that OBJ is going to play this season.
Where?
What you think?
In Dallas?
No, CT, they don't want him. That's what
Dallas is off. Yeah, Dallas said that they ran a physical and he's not ready. I can see New York.
And by them saying that, though, no one's going to jump on him, though. You think?
Nah, I can see New York taking him regardless.
That's true.
You just got rid of Kadarius Toney's hurt ass. Why not pick up?
And it's a seat seller.
A better Bring Odell back. Come on now.
Well, the problem is, and they said that Odell could sue Jerry Jones. The problem is that they weren't supposed to divulge his health information.
You can't do that.
That is a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, you can't.
Even if it wasn't HIPAA, they put that on. They tarnished him.
Right.
Every other team's gonna look at him now like,
right.
Let's keep it a buck, motherfucker. You knew Odell get hurt regardless.
That's true, but he was hurt last year and he came back and won a Super Bowl first touchdown of the game.
And then got hurt.
And he got them.
But he still got them on the board, though.
Listen, he got them that Super Bowl.
And I won 10 bands on that.
If it wasn't for that one-hander in the NFC Championship on 4th and 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have made it there.
People were thinking about the Super Bowl. Think about the games up into the Super Bowl.
True.
What was he doing? He was balling every game.
Even during the Super Bowl, he was the most targeted receiver, the receiver with the most yards.
He balled. They throw the Cooper Kupp because they have to, not because they want to.
And that's what I was saying to you, Malk, when you got a guy, and I'm not saying that in that situation Odell had been there to the championship, right? But he had been so close and not tasted it. When you got a guy that knows his way through the playoffs and shit, that gives you a plus.
Knows his way through the playoffs?
He knows his way through the playoffs. Listen, that's one thing you can't say about Odell, is that is a clutch receiver.
Yeah, he's going to find a team.
Every pass you give to Odell in late game or clutch situations, he comes up with.
I mean, the comment about him, like, the comment of figuring out how to tag team him and Lamar is not a bad comment. Like,
it's not. It's very likely to happen, though.
I don't know. The problem is, why not do it now, then?
It's smart. I don't know, likely.
I just don't think now.
If he's not ready, it doesn't matter.
It's not good timing.
They'll be rehabbing together.
Yeah,
they'll be rehabbing together.
And you also have to think about it. The Ravens are trying to figure out if, like, they're even in contentions for real. You got to really, 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 really.
I mean, here's the flip side, though: is they're a top
6-6.
Like
they are. Oh, you missed the conversation. We just had that full conversation about.
I think they're 6-6.
Yeah. But we were just talking about how the Bengals' next 5 games and the Ravens' next 5 games, they have to. Most of their games, 3 of their games are division games. So those are must-win games. I'm pretty sure the Bengals got the Steelers twice. They got us, and then they got the Ravens, and then the Ravens, they have us, and then they have the Bengals. I'm pretty sure, and then they have the Steelers as well.
But Tyler Huntley ran Ravens. I'm not doubting that team, man. I'm not doubting that team.
Yeah.
Let's not act like Baltimore has weapons, man.
No, but Tyler Huntley has always come out hot. The niggas come out hot every time.
What matchup you talking about, though? Against who?
Right.
They just won 10-9 against Denver.
Right.
But that's also listen, that's also with him hopping off the bench cold.
It don't matter.
No, it does matter because listen, if the coach says, Cliff, you're starting this week. If he says, Cliff, you're starting this week, that gives me a whole new motivation. I'm in the gym, I'm doing all that bullshit. But if I'm just sitting there with my feet crossed, with my knee pads on, waiting for an opportunity.
Nah, Cliff, he don't get that pass because Brock Purdy came in the game for San Francisco and handled business.
Listen, so Purdy did his thing.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that.
There's been plenty of backups this year that came in the game and did that.
Exactly. So Tyler Huntley, who we know has that ability, I don't want to hear that. 10-9 to the Broncos.
Nah, but he has
that. Geno Smith is technically still a backup, my guy.
See, I think that people underestimate a guy like Tyler because of Lamar.
No, your problem is, Cliff, I'll tell you exactly what you do this with a lot of people. Your problem is you'll see a small sample size of something and you'll like it.
No. So how many games did Tyler play last year?
Let me Google. I don't know.
At least 5. I want to say 6.
Do you like him because he looks like Lamar?
Does he look like Lamar?
He looks exactly
playing
like
on the
Lamar.
field, yeah.
Playing on the field, I'll give you that.
No, but I'm saying his hair, like his style, he's literally like.
You wild for that. You must got him
confused. Last year, Huntley had a 64.9% completion, threw for 1,081 yards, had 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, QBR 76.6.
In how many games? That was the original question. You gave me everything but the original question.
Well, that's Google. Let me see. Let me go to ESPN. So he only played. Oh, that's this year. Why won't they show me last?
I'm telling you, it's like 5. It's like 5 or 6
I got
games.
you, Mel.
Yeah, see, because
I got you.
I can't see how many games. Okay, games played. He played 7 games last year. 7 games. He threw 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 76.6 compiled QBR, or I'm sorry, 55. It says for the season last year was for the season.
Yeah, bro. His completion yard was 67%. Is
that good, Cliff?
No. 67 is average.
It is.
67
For
is maybe
completion,
even
but
slightly
look at the rest
above.
of the stats.
Right.
67. You think?
But
that's
it's different
bro?
though. That's what I'm saying. It's different because if you remember last year, he was out. Lamar was out. He came in. Lamar came back in, then went back out, and he was back in. You need a rhythm. Are you telling me you don't need a rhythm? You need a rhythm. I need to know when I'm playing. I need to know. I think
it's kind of crazy if you throw for 1,000 yards and only have 3 touchdowns.
Hey, Cliff.
That is wild. I will give you that. That is a little wild.
Let me challenge you to this.
Suspect.
Let me challenge you to this.
Derek Carr. Derek Carr.
That's a start.
Derek Carr. You throw for 4,900 yards and you only have so many touchdowns. That's Derek Carr. So we can't.
That's your man's though. We comparing your man's to Derek
And
Carr.
let's bring it full circle. Why I would rather have Tyler Huntley than number 4.
But we basically we broke it down. They on the same level, my guy.
I said that. Full circle.
They're not on the Carr and Huntley are not on the same level.
But if you think about it, what if somebody give him the keys to the ship? Who says
right? Who says that Huntley doesn't do right? We know he
did nothing. He ain't did nothing.
At least Huntley got a few wins, and he got wins.
Yeah.
Derek Carr ain't did nothing, bro.
Taylor Heineke, Cooper Rush, Bailey Zappi would do more before Huntley would as a start. That's a
fact. But they could be starters.
I would say Zappi maybe.
I'll say they play the same.
Maybe, and that's only because he's still under Josh McDaniels.
No, he's not. Josh McDaniels is with y'all. Bailey Zappi don't got McDaniels.
And I'm sorry. I'm thinking of
Matt Patricia is the offensive coordinator.
I'm thinking of Stidham.
Well.
Yeah,
and Taylor Heineke, I don't even think he's that great. He just plays with
Taylor Heineke.
A flash, bro.
Heineke plays very well. Leave him below.
Man, he's like a bottle rocket.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's like that, but if you put some fire under him, bro,
Heineke's a bottle rocket. If you light him, he'll take off real quick, but then he'll pop real fast and be like, "Oh, I thought it was more than that."
Bottle rockets are fast and short. I
thought it was gonna be a big boom. It was just a pop in the air.
It's just a little pop. He threw a 70-yard touchdown one time this year.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah, but as far as to wrap up Mock's question, as far as Odell goes, if he does come back this season, I could only see it coming back to the Giants.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. That's the only thing that would make sense for the Giants and him.
Like you're still gonna get a little bit more than a vet minimum going there.
And he has his doctors there. I know he got doctors there in New York.
Maybe not. Maybe he was like, y'all motherfuckers fucked me. Maybe he was on some Tyrod Taylor shit. Like, y'all ruined my career.
They took care of Odell in New York, bro. They loved him, bro. He just became too much of a diva. He became too much of a diva at the time, bro.
But we talked about it early, too. Cleveland Browns, New York Knicks, New York Giants, all them have aggressive fans. Yeah, so how much did the fans love him and how much did the organization love him is two different things.
That's true. But Odell has a fan base even if he did not play football. Odell's one
You're
of
right.
People that just
and that might be another negative to an organization.
Bingo. Him being an influencer is
we don't need you doing that. This nigga almost concussed himself swinging at a kicker's net. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
When he swung his helmet at the kicker's net and it bounced back and hit him in the face.
Bounced back, yeah.
I don't remember that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Man, come on now, man. That's what I'm. And I love my nigga with the locket. I love Odell with the locket. I'm just saying when you look at it from a business.
People's wife in the locker room and stuff, bro.
Hitting on people's wife.
Yeah, they say he's just a mess. Man.
I heard he hit on Justin Bieber.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. I don't know what that.
But yeah, they just say he'd be out of pocket for real. I can see that. I can see it.
I mean,
he's still gonna get love though.
He's too close to my age. You feel me? That's why.
He's still gonna get love. Other than that don't even really matter, and we kind of touched on it earlier. The Baker to the Rams, that don't really matter for nothing.
Yeah, they're the last in the last.
I wouldn't be surprised if Baker doesn't make more happen than Matt though, without Cooper. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all.
So he would have to just win 2 games because they were only 1-3.
I mean, is that the biggest drop off?
The Rams,
but you have to think about everyone they lost.
I mean, I get it, but
they lost Allen. They lost everybody, bro. They lost.
That's got to be up there in terms of winning it all. To that,
they tanked though. They tanked bad.
No, you're not.
I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, they did.
They ain't doing. I don't know. I'm with CT on that. I don't know if they did it on purpose. They might have.
We didn't do it on purpose,
tanking,
but you know, every time any team wins the Super Bowl, they split up.
No, they don't.
That's even in the NBA.
All right. CT, as a Patriots fan, you're not allowed to contribute.
No, yeah, he can't say that.
That's not. Yeah, it's not the same as the Patriots because everybody that plays for the Patriots and Tom Brady was there knew if I stay, I can win again. They ain't gonna pay me anyways.
Right.
You ain't looking for a check. You ain't gonna get anyways. Too. But I'm saying you're not looking for a check. They're not gonna give you anyways.
Right.
You're just there to win at that point.
Right.
All you care about legacy.
Literally.
And you care how much did them rings cost? I don't know. I'm sure them NFL rings cost a lot, but it don't cover your bonus money.
It ain't gonna cover insurance for her either, boy. Better take them checks while you can, boy.
Only other thing I got before we let's just run into it. Let's run into the pick'ems. Yeah, because the last one just is in reference to the Pro Bowl, and I don't really give a fuck about the Pro Bowl, if I'm being honest.
Is the Pro Bowl even the Pro Bowl anymore?
Skills competition?
I guess we'll see this year. Is it flag football?
Competition. No, yeah, it's flag football. They're doing kind of like the NBA, the skills challenge, like whatnot, how they do that.
And y'all better watch, because like I said, I done played 11 years of football and never had a serious injury, and give me 2 months of flag football, and I don't even know if I'm be able to bench anymore. You hear what I'm saying? So that don't necessarily help. But let's get into these pick'ems. Darren, let me add you in here.
What happened last week?
Malk is on a 3-week run.
Shit.
Malk's Christmas tree.
No.
Yeah, they on a 3-week run. I can't even hold Malk. He been doing this thing.
But one of those has an asterisk because I won that week, and then some bullshit happened offline. We're like, oh no, he had to pick.
Nah, he put his picks in. He did.
I want proof. I want to see the tape. I want to see the record.
All right.
I'm the proof. I wouldn't have gave.
So
you think
I
want to give him the win?
This year, so what we doing?
We basically what we do is I got 8 teams or whatever, and we just pick the team that's winning in the spread, which you think the score, what they win by.
Okay.
First game, and this is the Thursday night game, Raiders Rams.
In the Who Gives a Shit Bowl.
Well, I've been hoping for losses. Me myself personally.
Looks like you guys are going to be battling that one out then for losses. So
listen, I'm trying to tank for Bryce.
But since you put it their way, Raiders by 6. They try to lose, but it don't happen.
No, I don't think they tried to.
Raiders by 10.
No, I think I think the Raiders are gonna win by 20 plus.
What?
Damn.
So what am I putting? Skunk?
Because you got to look
21?
at it. All right, let's go 20.
Raiders 20. You got to look at it like what? I want to hear that.
You got to look at it as like they're not about to let Baker come out there and win.
Yeah, in a new situation, I understand
and if
that.
they do, they're about to look completely trash. Any question you ever had about the Raiders if they lose to Baker Mayfield and the Rams?
I don't think you've been watching them, and I know you haven't because you're a Cleveland fan, so that means you don't have West Coast entertainment. Carr is not him. Carr's not him.
He don't have to be him to beat a 3-9 team, though.
No, I agree. Well, it also depends on Devontae. In order for Carr to be anything like Carr's been being, Devontae has to be at tip-top health as well.
Yeah, but Jalen Ramsey is suspect, bro.
I'm going Rams 3.
I just don't think the Raiders are that team that can say, hey, we can't let them beat us today.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't gonna let
3.
Baker Mayfield come back.
No, but they're not that type of team where they can they muster up enough and say, yeah, Baker ain't winning tonight.
But with Devontae Adams,
still got to get on the field.
You can do that though.
3.
You can do that with Devontae Adams. I'm not saying that they have done that, but you
Carr can't.
They've been hot as late, so I'm gonna go Raiders as 13.
That's what I'm saying, CT. At least somebody feel me. You feel me?
Josh Jacobs.
First game you asked about?
That's what I'm saying. They still got Josh Jacobs, bruh.
What's the first game you asked about?
Raiders Rams.
My
whole thing is this, and I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off. My whole thing is this. We've been saying the only thing you have to do to beat the Raiders is shut down Devontae Adams. Now, I don't care how wishy-washy Jalen Ramsey has been. If you put Jalen Ramsey in a safety or outside linebacker on him, what's popping? Who though? Who though? Matt Collins, Morrow, who?
Collins looking nice. The tight end, 4-5, he's looking all right.
Man, it's a who situation. I think I'm going Rams 3.
Yeah, he could think.
I can see it going Raiders 3 too, but
I'm going Raiders 7.
Raiders 7. Yeah, I'm keeping that right there. Next game, Ravens Steelers.
Give me Pittsburgh by 3.
Give me Ravens by 10.
I'm going Steelers 6. You said Pittsburgh by 10? Or no, 3. What'd you say?
Oh, Mount.
3. Yeah, 3. That's what I thought. And then you said
Ravens 10.
Ravens 10, okay.
I'm going.
I got Steelers 7.
Steelers 7.
Yeah.
I got Steelers by 1.
Really?
Ooh,
I see it coming down to 2 field goals, touchdown, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Ravens by 3.
Ravens 3. Yeah, okay. All right, next game, Browns Bengals.
Bengals by 12.
For real?
I'm sick.
Hey, Jamar Chase finna light y'all up, bro. He's been hot since he's been back, man.
Man, y'all gotta have
let me call Denzel Ward real quick. But Jamar Chase, all right, bet.
They gotta have enough time to get it to him. On top of that, listen.
Lockdown, bet.
Hey, they just beat Patty Mahomes. They're feeling pretty good. So
Myles Garrett down the throat. All right, bet. I got.
Hey,
we coming.
Hey, Deshaun Watson, second game back.
Jadeveon Clowney, return. Oh yeah, we got you down the middle.
Nah, he was in there. Last week. He was in there last
that's
week.
what I'm saying, but
okay.
he has returned. It's over.
Yeah, he had a sack and a like 3 pass rushes. One almost was a tip.
And it's hard to do something with that. Him coming up the middle and Myles Garrett coming off the edge. How do you stop that?
Yeah, that is tough. Round 6.
And Joe Burrow gets sacked 5 times a game.
Man.
And still wins.
What happened to Penei?
Penei Sewell?
Yeah.
He's hurt?
He gotta be. He ain't been playing.
How you know he ain't been playing?
It's either that or he just been silent.
He's a lineman. I mean, he's a lineman. He's not.
Oh, wait, did he go to Detroit?
He's not.
He went to Detroit.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He went to Detroit. They passed on him.
The
They passed on him for Pitts. That's me.
I don't know.
That's me.
I like the Browns by 8, man.
Browns 8.
I got us by 10.
Wait.
I got Browns by 10.
I'm doing too much. Q said Brown 8. Darren said Browns 10. All right, next game, Jets Bills. Billingham's. The Benjamin Franks.
I didn't pick on the last one. Hold on.
Bills by 10.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, let's
I
see.
got the
My fault, my
Bengals by-
G. I done left my
Bengals
nigga.
Bengals by 7.
Yeah.
BT said
All
that.
right. All right, next game, Bills Jets.
Bills 10 piece.
Okay. Said 10,000.
And
This is Joe Burrow first time versus Watson, huh? That's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a tough. That's what I'm saying. Deshaun Watson, bro, he's gonna have to.
Bills Jets.
Bills Jets.
Yeah,
Bills
no Watson.
Bills 17.
Oh yeah, you're a Bills fan.
No, I mean, they lost to him early in the season. It was a shamble of a game in terms of how we played in the second half. They'll have something to prove.
I'm just scared of Gabe Davis.
Unless they play Flacco, I'm telling you right now, Bills have them by at least 13 points.
Never. I'm going
But
Jets.
I feel like they have to play Flacco in this game now.
But
They have
Sauce Gardner been locking motherfuckers up.
That's
They're
what
All
I'm saying,
season.
bro.
All season, that's what I'm saying, though.
Gabe Davis don't bring his hands, the Bills ain't winning. Because
You forget that we
Stephon
have,
Diggs, he's going to get locked up.
But
Gabe
Stephon
Davis,
Diggs-
we've got 4 different people to throw to. I'm not worried about it.
who? Isaiah McKenzie?
Isaiah McKenzie, Stephon Diggs, and
Dawson
Time
Knox.
out.
Dawson
But time
Knox
out,
had
Mike.
0 yards last game.
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
Dawson Knox. No, he's still a horse.
But that's
But
what
time out.
happens. The Bills will target based on what they're given.
They
And
were
you will end
curling
up with
Isaiah
with
McKenzie
a
up
different
last game,
leading receiver every fucking week.
setting him up to
Because they
get
can
killed.
do that.
But what my
I was just
This is
going
gonna
to
be
say, only
it's
concern
gonna be
I
a
have
dog fight, bro.
is you only put up 7 points in the second half against the Patriots defense. Now you're about
Did
to
you
play
see
a
the
Jets.
game? But did you watch the game?
but
Hell no, I don't watch a single Bills
the
game. I don't
Patriots
watch
defense were also
no offense.
Dominated
Patriots
that
defense-
game in the run. Like they just didn't finish.
Right.
Patriots defense were also quote unquote the better defense coming into that anyway.
No.
Yeah. Our offense is just suspect.
The Patriots defense is better.
Then the Jets.
That's my fantasy
If you
team.
want to
They
be
number
honest,
one.
if you want to be honest, bro, the Patriots hold everybody under 20.
3 points.
They hold people under 20, bro. That's all you got to do nowadays to even win a game.
All the Jets need is Flacco.
That's why I said they have
Been
to play
saying
to
that.
win.
All y'all need is
They
Flacco.
better not put Flacco in that damn game.
Bro, you have to play Flacco against a team like the Bills. Ain't nobody else smart enough to do it.
Right.
Patriots,
Flacco-
the Patriots told everybody
All right.
under 20, but the Bills put up 24 last week. Just throwing that out there. So, like,
Man,
Barely 24.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I agree with Mike because that was a bad 24 too. It wasn't like it was a dominant 24. That was a bad 24.
But 24 ain't a lot of points though.
What you mean?
But if you can hold somebody to under
it's enough to
20,
beat. It's enough to beat New England.
That's what I'm saying nowadays. That's all it takes nowadays. What I'm saying, that's still not a lot of points.
But look at the Broncos who only put up 9 points, Darren, with Russell Wilson, who's getting fucking Deshaun Watson money.
Against who? Against who? Not Mike Jones.
But
not Mike Jones.
Money based on what he did before, not what he's
Tyler
doing now.
fucking Huntley.
What'd you say, Malk? What you doing now? Not what you did then. He ain't doing nothing now. So that money don't mean nothing.
I agree. They should ask for
all his losses though been like by 1, 3.
Right.
2.
They've been
That's sorry though. If you an MVP quarterback, you lose by 1 every game, you're sorry.
Them early ones was definitely coaching. I don't know how he still got his job.
And you got to think about like Melvin Gordon. He was on the 1 yard line 3 times in one game.
And then Williams fumbled like.
That's sad, bro.
Fuck that nonsense. What y'all got on this Jets Bills?
By the way, wait. I'm gonna come back to this whole Patriots only give up less than 20 points a game. The Patriots have given up more than 20 points a game 7 times this season. The Bills have given up more than 20 points a game 3 times this season.
Let me check that.
Let's talk about who the better defense.
He said, "Let me check that."
I love facts.
Oh shit! I like that though.
Okay.
They gave up 27 to the Packers. They gave up 33 to the fucking Bears. They gave up 35 to the Vikings. They gave up 24 to the Bills. So I'm sorry.
Vikings. Let's name them teams. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Name the squads. And the Bills put up the least points.
The Bills have only given up more than 20 points 3 times.
I'm saying against
without Micah.
Just saying.
Without Micah at the defense.
Y'all said he's the best safety in the league?
He said one.
No.
He said one.
Him and Poyer together are the best 1-2 safety combo.
What's bro?
Oh no, I think I definitely agree with that. But
they got best team in the league. If they don't win a Super Bowl, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Because apparently they got the best receiver in the league.
Look at our
too.
team and look at their team.
They got the best receiver in the league. And
Stephon Diggs?
Diggs isn't
look at the Patriots.
Not at all.
Whoa.
Look at the numbers. They dropped the numbers.
No. Tyreek is still in the front. Tyreek is still in the front.
Number one.
What
the hell?
Adam.
Come on now.
What the hell?
Come on now.
I'm sorry. Facts
but
hurt.
do you guys really think Tyreek Hill is better than Stephon Diggs, though?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'll take
Not on paper. In real life, you think Tyreek Hill is better than Stephon Diggs?
I'm taking Tyreek
to answer your question, Darren.
I'm saying faster. I'm saying better. As a
Darren, to answer your question.
Answer
your question. I took Tyreek Hill in the fantasy football league that we have. I took him as my number 1 wide receiver when we drafted.
And on top of that, Tyreek Hill has something Stephon doesn't. A couple of rings. Like
give me Stephon Diggs. Give me Stephon Diggs. Give me Stephon Diggs.
I'm just
I love Stephon Diggs.
Give me Stephon.
I'm just woke.
No, I love Stephon, but that's a very tough one. I'm going Tyreek on that.
He puts up a touchdown almost every week.
That's because he complains, though. Mike, am I wrong? Even the commentators say he's about to throw a fit.
Saying Adam Thielen was not like that, but he put up a touchdown every game.
No, that's a different conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
No, it's not.
That's a whole other conversation.
It's consistency.
All right.
Nah, I'm taking Hill, and the reason why I'm taking Hill is because Waddle still is leading in touchdowns. Correct?
Yes.
He doesn't need the touchdowns. He's taking the yards. Let my young niggas eat. I'll take the yards.
And Waddle,
that's just how it's
designed.
Man.
That's just how it's designed.
It can't be designed that way. It can't be designed that way when Tua.
I'm saying it's designed like that. If you start from the 25-yard line and the first pass you get off of is a 60 bomb to Tyreek Hill, that's 60 yards.
So why does why does Tua have a better percentage on long balls? Because of Tyreek Hill.
Oh, they're saying in general. Okay.
Are you saying over Josh Allen though? Because that comment, I don't get what that comment
means. Josh Allen
over quite a bit of QBs.
Who's Josh Allen's long ball guy?
But we talking about Stephon Diggs though.
Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie. Who's Josh Allen's long ball guy?
Oh, that reminds
Stephon Diggs is
Stephon Diggs is his long guy.
No.
Gabe Davis.
Stephon Diggs is the scalpel. I'll get the short yardage, and no, he's not the deep.
Are we saying of what they are supposed to do or what they are actually doing right now?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the coach. I just can tell you what I see.
I can tell you every Bills game I've watched, Stephon Diggs has been that guy.
He's not usually the deep ball guy. Usually he is the one.
I mean, on that team, he's that guy. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. On the Bills team, he's that guy.
Yeah, on that team.
Gabe is the deep ball guy.
That's it. Not in the league. Not in the league. On that team.
But on the Bills, Gabe Davis is the deep ball guy. Stephon is the possession.
Yeah, he's the guy we need to get yardage. Get it to him.
And if Josh is scrambling, he's finding Stephon because those.
Mike, you trust Gabe Davis?
No, but at the same time,
he does not have any hands, bro. He has no hands.
He makes plays.
You can't say no hands.
I mean, if you're in the league and they give you millions, you better make plays of some sort.
He's got the longest.
The longest what in the league, Mike?
He's got the longest reception for the season right now. So that's your deep ball guy.
Listen.
That doesn't count.
Jets, Bills. Who got it? What we got?
Who didn't pick on the Jets, Bills? I gave mine.
We got him talking about.
We need Q, CT, Darren. And me.
Man, if the Bills win, they only winning by 3.
He didn't took my shit.
No more. There's no way that they win any more than that, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm going the same route. Wait.
Monkey wrench.
Yeah, I think I may go Jets 3. Cause
don't do it. Don't do it. That's my pick.
The kicker.
Who playing though? Who's playing?
Mike White.
Is Flacco playing?
Man, why
don't know
all this Flacco talk, man?
Bills
Flacco need to stay on the sideline.
I'm talking about the knowledge of who they're playing.
Bills 3. I'm with Darren on that. Bills 3. We rocking together.
Just 3.
You can't put Mike White in there against the Bills defense even without Von Miller, bro.
Man, we talking about Flacco right now.
CT and Keith both went Jets 3.
Man, Flacco need to stay at home.
Okay. Next game. Here's the interesting boy. Eagles-Giants.
Eagles by 14.
Eagles 14.
No. No. Eagles by 3. Eagles by 3.
Who said that, Darren?
Yeah.
All right.
I like the Giants by 6.
I just look at it like it's going to be like that Colts game, bro.
Hell no.
CT said Giants 6.
I like Saquon to come out having his.
That's what I'm saying, CT, because that's what happened with Jonathan Taylor and them came out and did.
Danny.
Hold on, so y'all. So we just going to skip over the fact of what we did to Derrick Henry last week, then, huh?
I'm going to go.
You know what I'm saying?
But Derrick Henry has been suspect all year, though.
Who has?
No, he hasn't.
Who has?
He been getting shut down. That's all.
Who's been suspect?
That's what I'm saying. He's been getting shut down and he's been suspect because if you're the king though, bro, you should not be getting shut down like that, bro.
What you mean? It happens.
Well, Chubb is the king, really, to be honest.
Right.
If you want to be honest, my guy Josh Jacobs is killing shit.
Chubb is the reigning champ and the current.
Like I said, if you give a small sample size.
Henry, Mr.
Ain't no small sample size.
That's what I'm saying. Only
Look at my nigga stats.
Who's 2K, Mr. 2K? Derrick Henry. What?
Yeah.
You're saying, Cliff, if you think so, Cliff, you think Josh Jacobs is the best running back? I just want to get that out there.
Currently.
Yeah, he
currently
is.
Correct.
Not even close.
I've been saying that though.
Currently correct.
He's putting up 40 points every week in fantasy.
Currently correct.
Chubb.
Currently correct.
Chubb's been looking trash.
All right.
They're losing.
Chill out, CT.
Okay, we got 3 more. But wait. Who you say? Eagles, Giants?
Oh, Eagles, Giants. Man, I got Eagles 10.
Eagles 10. And Mike, who you say?
I got Eagles 3.
I've got Giants 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giants lost one too many in a row, and I'm counting that tie as a loss.
All right, now we got Dolphins.
Hey, hold on. I'm going. Let me take. Can I take it back?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it back. I think it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna take the Giants. I'm gonna take the Giants by 1.
That's what I want to hear. I like the odds. I love it. I love it. That's what I want. I want it. So when Jalen Hurts drops them 3 touchdowns, and I text the group chat, Jalen Hurts picture or something. I love it. Let's keep it going.
I think it's gonna be a 13-7 games. The Giants are gonna come back. Saquon's gonna score that.
Dolphins, Chargers.
14-13 over with.
Dolphins, Chargers. Dolphins by 6. I think it's going to be a close race.
I got Dolphins 9.
What, man?
Mike McDaniel say he fucked up.
He did say.
Yeah. So
Dolphins by a touchdown.
Mm.
The Chargers defense ain't that bad though.
They're not that bad. They got Derwin James, J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, they're not that bad
on paper.
Khalil Mack.
But that's all we go off of. Everybody always talk about paper.
No, we passed halfway through the season. We got more than paper.
No,
now.
because I was just talking about Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill, and you pulled out paper.
Dolphins 13.
Yeah, that's this season though. That's now. That's what's going on now. If you look at the Chargers defense, name-wise, they got a defense. But when you look at the end of these games and you look at these scores and you see these L's they got, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
we got
that hurt.
Dolphins what? Dolphins what? He got it up.
That hurt.
They missed it.
I just feel like, for some reason, I feel like the weight of the NFL is about to switch these last 6 weeks, bro.
I think it is. It is the momentum still coming.
I just feel like it has to be, because all the teams that we possibly did not think could be at the top right now are, and just how long can they stay there?
Well, let's figure it out on the next game. Pats Cardinals.
I got the Patriots for sure. Patriots by 10.
I've had Pat's 10 already written down. This nigga is.
I got Cardinals by 7.
Okay. Y'all know I'm in that Monday Night Football, baby. I gotta be in there.
Oh yeah, you are in it. Oh, I'm about to pull up, CT.
Come on, man.
I'm about to pull up. How much are the tickets to get to?
You're going CT. What you give me for the Dolphins Chargers?
I didn't give you one. I didn't. I got the. What's the charge? I got the Chargers by 3.
What day is it, CT?
Monday Night Football.
I know what day is it, so I can look up these flights.
Oh, the actual date.
Oh, the 12.
12. Yeah, 12. Whatever 12 is, yeah.
Pats by 3.
Belichick.
Belichick.
And then we're going to see Rod Wave on Tuesday.
Bro, why don't you ever tell me, bro?
Yeah.
Q and CT, Pats Cardinals.
Hopping on the pod, man. You gotta come on.
I don't know. I'm hoping for an AFC East downtrend between with the Patriots, man.
I know you is.
So with that being said, Kyler Murray, he got to get on one.
Wait, why are you looking for a Patriots downfall and not a Bills?
I ain't worried about the Bills. We're gonna play them and handle it.
He said he's worried about the scrubs more than the Bills.
Well, I'm just getting the pressure off the backside. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, okay.
Your backside.
You gotta handle the for sure things and worry about the rest later.
Exactly. Cardinals by 5.
Cardinals 5. He said the safety in the field goal.
Buffalo's very cold in the middle of December.
You got CT?
It is.
They're gonna win by probably 7.
Are they playing in Buffalo?
Yeah.
And who they playing?
Pass by 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta think it's cold in Massachusetts too.
No, we in Scottsdale.
Boston.
Oh no, we're not talking matchup wise. Not matchup wise.
We just talking about the temperature. You said it's cold in
Oh yeah. Okay.
in Buffalo. And I said
yeah.
The Pats, they play in the cold too.
Last game we got Vikings Lions.
You picked that over the Bucks 49ers?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
For real? The Bucks 49ers is a better game.
Right, but it's
What's
a fact on paper. We're talking about paper again, but anyways,
you got Brock Purdy against Tom Brady.
Yeah, right. But it's a tough one because Tom Brady, they're not supposed to win. You feel me? But they could always find a way to win.
Right. The Niners have more firepower even with Purdy than the Bucks.
Yeah. They could literally just pass the ball out of the backfield.
Y'all locked into the storyline. Vikings Lions. What's the score?
Vikings Lions. Yeah, Vikings by 20.
Justin Jefferson's gonna tear them up. That's not
gonna go crazy. Dalvin Cook's going for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not.
No, they not.
Yes, they are.
Well, I'm going Lions by 4.
They about to handle the Lions.
I'm liking the Lions. Jason Williams leading touchdown. What's his name?
Jameson Williams back in the lineup.
What? His name is Jamal. Are you talking about Jamal?
Or Jamal or whatever the hell.
Jameson.
Damn,
racist.
His name is Jamal.
Mikey and shit. What's his name? Jamal, Dre,
Darnell.
On Lions 13.
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
You said Lions 13? That's a steep one.
Yeah,
Can you explain why?
Yeah, no, I think it's the same reason why I said Autumn Titans. Who did the Lions lose to real bad?
Jacksonville, right?
Nah, it wasn't Jacksonville. It was before that.
Yeah, it was before that.
They really gonna have to shut Justin Jefferson down for them to win by.
It was the Patriots. They lost 29-0. Cowboys.
Oh, 0? Yeah, they put up.
Yeah, Patriots beat them 29-0.
Listen, maybe a good bet for anybody listening.
Vikings by 10.
Facts.
Everybody gave their pick'ems because I got one final question. What's your CT? Vikings Lions.
Got the Lions by 10. Kurt ain't gonna bring it.
It's tough.
That's all the pick'ems, Cliff.
Yeah.
All right. Now, last but not least, I want to know, since we're getting towards the end of the season, who does everyone have as their MVP projection?
Who's gonna win, or who do I think?
Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think not?
Well,
who do I want to win, bro?
I mean, you can give both, but who do you think is going to win? You know what I mean?
I think Michael Parsons.
Really?
That's who I think should win, personally.
I'm going Patty Mahomes.
That's mine, because you know they're going to give it to it because
he's the number one candidate right now.
It's Patty Mahomes, and I got Michael Parsons.
What you think,
Mike? I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm going JJ with the Minnesota Vikings. They're going. I don't know.
Really? A wide
receiver, but I feel like the season he's having.
He's not number 1 though.
Right. That don't matter though. That always don't matter, bro.
But for a receiver to get an MVP trophy, your stats have to be.
You got to be wild
because it's a quarterback trophy.
Yeah.
What you think, Mike?
And they would never give it to him anyways because they have offensive player of the year and stuff like that. They won't ever have to give it to them. That's why they have those.
Right. What you think, Mike?
Mike has a caveat. It depends on how he does the season. But if Josh puts up, let's say, 2 throwing, 1 running,
I'm not giving
in at least half of the remaining games, it's a hard argument.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take that away from Patty or Josh. And the way that it's looking,
I don't know because Tua's played way better than Josh.
I was just about to say mine is
But
going
you gotta-
into
I
a
don't hate
Tonga
Tua.
Vailoa. I think that he
But
can
you
turn
know
on
how it
these
comes
last
down
few
to it, though.
games.
Games played.
It's going to come down to the last games played, and they're going to say who they always look to who makes it the furthest.
It'll be Hurts though.
Right.
Why they wait.
You know who mine is,
Yeah, it
baby.
could be, Hurts.
You know who mine is,
Yeah,
baby.
if Jalen Hurts make it to the Super Bowl, that's why they wait.
No, they should do it even if
Yes.
he makes it to the playoffs. With
Yeah, that's a good.
But they won't though. They wait for a reason, CT, and you know that.
They say he's tied with Mahomes right now, allegedly.
But it's a regular season award.
It is a regular season award, but they you know they play around with it, bro.
I feel like they're gonna give it to Hurts though.
I don't think they will.
How
Won't
you gonna
JJ
say
get it?
Hurts and you the one that said Justin Jefferson?
I would say
There's-
I know JJ not gonna get it.
I
but
just don't think.
I
I just
want
don't think.
Tua just for the sake.
I think it's gonna come down to this next 6 weeks, bro.
It will.
Jalen Hurts right now could win it, but if the Eagles flop in any sort, way, shape, or form, he ain't getting it. I promise.
I think
Regardless of what he
Tua. I
did.
think Tua could have won it. I think the only thing, in my opinion, that hurts Tua is that last game. I think
he don't
that-
start and finish
that
enough
last
games.
game.
He
The
don't
season,
start and
the
finish.
season isn't over yet, though. So.
It's not over, but you got to think. When you talk about the better seasons, I mean, quarterback wise, obviously Jalen's having the best season as the quarterback. He's having. I mean, I'm not saying it's stats. Let me rephrase. Him and his team are having the best season, and he's leading the way clearly. So I mean, that's just.
But if
But they
but
lost
are
to the
they
Commanders.
really having
They
the
lost to the
best
Commanders,
season
though.
though?
But
I
see
don't know.
that's where
Their
Patty
season
Mahomes
isn't
beats
the
them
best.
out.
It's just low key been the easiest.
Yeah.
But you still got to win.
We
But
talked
see,
about
at the
that.
end of the day, it's just like, okay, I'll use video games. How many times we all get on the game? This should be dog food. We should beat this team, and you may lose. You may lose. They may end up being the better team. You may lose. It's not always that dog walk,
If you were to cut the season today, I have no argument against Jalen Hurts.
No.
right?
But we're not
No.
cutting the season today.
We're not cutting the season today. So if they flop in any way, shape, or form in the next 2 weeks,
I
it's all
agree,
over for
Darren.
him.
That part right there. That's why I said I think Tua's out of it because just for that reason. I think
any of them can fly.
And bro, Devontae Smith, he don't show up every game.
no, we don't need him though. We got that's why we brought in AJ.
Yeah, but with just AJ Brown, he ain't finna put up the numbers that Josh Allen is finna put up, or Patty Mahomes with just.
Wait a minute.
What?
There's still 6 weeks left of the season. You got to think about what's about to happen with these other quarterbacks.
But we don't just depend on the pass game.
They're
Because
taking
watch the
healthy.
Eagles; they do a lot of RPO. He runs the ball.
Yeah, but the MVP number is going to come down. It's not going to be who was the best on what team. It never works out that way. That's why Aaron Rodgers always
when
wins
you're
because his numbers are always better than everybody else's.
And
But
he
when
was
you put it-
13. He had wins too.
But when you're putting up wins and you're performing well, it's hard not to be argued for an
I-
MVP. Because it'd be one thing if he wasn't putting up numbers and he was just helping get the win. You feel me?
It
But-
sounds right, but we know how the NFL works.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Who's our hit the showers and we rapping shit?
Oh yeah, I didn't. Even
Is Andy Dalton and the Saints, man, they blew that game on Monday night. Bad, man. They had the game the whole time. I'm going.
Nah, that's Jameis Winston and the Saints. He should have been choking the head coach at halftime, and then they wouldn't have to worry about it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
get a head coach at
Yeah,
halftime.
man.
They
He
got
should have went.
Tom
He
Brady.
should have went Latrell Sprewell at halftime.
He
Coach,
should have just went.
put
So
me
y'all,
in.
so y'all don't think the Chiefs fumbled the bag?
Chiefs over the bag.
Nah,
Y'all don't think that was a fumble by the Chiefs?
nah,
They should have won that game.
nah.
I
'Cause
mean,
it's
but
not gonna
I
tell,
also feel
yeah.
like they're another one who have put their hits in early, and now they can choose to cruise.
Yeah, they cruising. But a loss to the Bengals is not a game you can cruise. Just you can't just cruise.
Nah, because that still hurts you.
Yeah, for sure.
My hit the showers is going to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys for snitching on OBJ. That was some fuck shit. Everybody. They could have kept that shit.
I kind of agree with that.
They could have said we did,
We just don't want him.
You know,
Mine's gonna have to be the Rams signing Baker.
You said, why did it have to be the Rams signing him?
No, I said mine is the Rams signing Baker.
Oh.
But why though? Because who else would they have?
A rookie, go with somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. Go with somebody else, bro. They're just really collecting trash at this point. Like,
go get Cam Newton off.
It depends on honestly how
Cam Newton's like 35 years old.
But Cam Newton's still better than Baker Mayfield.
You said so.
Cam Newton is better than Baker Mayfield.
Are they trying to win a couple games or trying to win another ring? You talking about
trying to win nothing? They're 3-9. That's why they got him.
Oh, so they having a tryout. They trying to figure out.
Yeah, there's no reason for anything.
But you don't have no tryout at 3-9 with Cam Newton. Aaron Donald's
They looked at it this way.
Aaron Donald's not coming back another season for Cam.
Malcolm, they looked at it this way. We go get another quarterback, sign him to an actual contract, give him more, than going and pick up Baker and only owing him $1 million for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you don't got to pay Baker shit. His contract's super low.
It's over. It's over. Go get him. You're 3-9. You don't have to pay this man nothing, and he's smart enough to just play games.
I don't know who might hit the shot.
But Darren, maybe they don't feel as confident in Matt Stafford even prior to his injury to where they're like, well, let's bring him in and see how he finishes.
Can you stop playing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my hit the showers goes to Aaron Donald.
Why?
Why?
Because you should know a crazy situation when you see one.
What, coming back to that team? Is that what you mean?
Exactly, correct.
I agree. Vaughn leaving, Odell not getting.
You felt like you wanted to retire. You probably should have, but now you came back and.
But did you really hear what he said though? He came back for the wrong reasons.
Well,
he came back because he said it felt good.
No. Initially, there was an agreement. He said if we run it back with the same team, you got me. Right. And that was what he promised to him.
But that's what I'm saying. He came back because he said the feeling of the Super Bowl was too good to give up.
He's on a high, yeah.
But Darren, you got to think. It was feeling too good to give up. Running it back with the same team. Y'all fucked him when y'all didn't give him the same team and said, well, let's keep running it.
Yeah.
Aaron and Tom.
Yeah.
Off season.
Yeah. But he knew that, bruh.
I agree, Cliff. Hit the showers, Aaron. I don't care if it's on the same.
You got mine?
Mine is the CFP administration, the College Football Playoff Administration. The fact that this season could have been one of the most amazing playoff seasons we could have potentially had with a 12-team playoff. The fact that we were with a 4-team playoff and the Buckeyes sneak in through the back door and as an Ohio State guy, like
the only way you can make it 12 teams is if you go back to the computers.
No, well, it's going back to 12 teams next year. They've already said that. So
is it going to be voting?
It is. I believe it's going to be voting. However, I will tell you before they even introduced the playoffs, best way we could have done it was 8 teams, 5 power conference champions, 3 at-large bids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta give
going to be driven by voting with a 12-team playoff. Fine, 12 is fine. I still don't like that you have buys and that kind of shit because I think that's dumb. I think it should be either 8 or 16. And you take the top.
But now it doesn't work that way because of the portal.
But still, like
it can't work that way because the SEC isn't about to be a Power 5 here in a minute.
No, but here's the bullshit: is that every other level of football does it. High school does it. NFL does it. All the other divisions of college do it. Like this is a problem they've created.
Well,
there's no reason why this isn't a 16 or an 18 playoff right now.
Because they want Alabama at the top, and now that they see Alabama's not at the top.
8 would have given them Alabama at the top.
Yeah.
Alabama would have been in with 8.
Yeah.
Well, hit the showers.
Right,
I'm going to the fucking Ravens again, goddammit. I said that shit last week. Now look what the fuck happened.
Oh yeah, we talked about that Q off.
Yeah. So I'm going back to Baltimore. Now look what the fuck you did.
If you watch the Les, Baltimore hit the motherfucking shower.
I'd have had your back, Les. Fuck Baltimore, goddamn. Hit the shower.
Who you got?
I ain't even got to talk about it.
Yeah, CT, who you got with the hit the showers?
I already said Andy Dalton and the Saints.
Oh, yeah, he was the first one. Well, shit, we got this bitch. Like, subscribe, share. Are we gonna be coming back on Saturday with the NBA or not?
If we do, I'm free this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I'm on that.
All right, well, I'm on Saturday. Come check us out. We'll be around. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell the enemy, tell them to troll. We'll see y'all motherfuckers. We out.
Raiders and Browns still suck ass.
The mighty Red Raiders. Oh yeah, poo fucking Baylor. Fuck you. That